Hello, you lovelies. How are you doing? And it's hello to Roberta. And let me see. I've got a few ladies. Lulu's treasure trove. Frenchie. Oh, let me put the sound down. No echo, please. No echo, no echo. Hope you're all doing well on this Monday. We've got another week ahead of us. Thank you, Lord, for keeping us safe. Anyway, I hope you can't hear the noise outside because it sounds like everyone and his brother is outside chopping off trees. So, anyway, let's give the Square Squad a shout out and then we're going to relax. I've got water, I've got tea on the way, I've got a project or two, and hang out for 3 hours, no load shedding. Yes. Okay, ladies, let's take it away. Spending time with you guys. You are amazing. Look at this Lulu. Good morning, Ursula. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Not up yet, but woke for a minute. Our internet is out and I'm using my phone, but need to conserve the battery. We will be back ASAP. Love to you all. Thank you, sweetie. I so appreciate. Thank you for everyone hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for those who watch the replay. I absolutely appreciate that. There you go. Frenchie, good morning, my sweetheart. Good morning. Dropping a thumb to and going to take a shower. Be back after. Oh, lovely and refreshing. And Roberta, up early. Don't know why, but I'm glad to be able to catch the entire live. Ah, that is fantastic. Ah, fantastic. Kaylin, good morning, afternoon, evening. Ursula, Cindy, Frenchie, Roberta, everyone in the chat. Oh, I like You know what I like about Mondays? I like Mondays, I like Fridays. But what I like about Mondays is that we go to Facebook and we check out. What have you all been up to? You know, what have you been crocheting? I've got hair in my mouth. Ooh, every time I get a hair in my mouth, I'm like, where's Jessica now? You know, because she's always like, Mom, there's a hair in your mouth. Don't you feel it? Yes, I feel it. Today is a beautiful day. I've got a kaftan on with a long sleeve t-shirt, but then my neck got cold, you know? So then I'm like, let's And this is Jehu Crochet, the escort shawl that I did probably 3 years ago now. 2 years ago as a test. Hannah, all the way from Austria. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Hello, all nice people in the chat. And Susanna, all the way from down under. Ooh, what time is it? Going to grab some coffee or tea, hey? Hello, Hannah. Hello, Susanna. And hey, Susan, aka Tank. I love to crochet. Good morning. Just visiting for a few minutes. I'm going to bed in about 30 minutes. Oh, my sweetie, have you been up all night? Jackie Yepes, good evening, Ursula, and good morning, everyone else. Well, it is lunchtime by me. Just gone 12:30. It's 12:37 p.m. So we're on our way to 1 p.m. Let me see. I have made 2 ponchos and a shawl in the last 8 days. I'm putting fringe on the last poncho. Oh my goodness. You have been extremely busy. I'm busy testing this pattern away like a crazy person because I want to get the tutorial out. So it's going to look like the one behind me, but in a different color. Let me get my hook out. It's in the purples and I'm now already in the blues. Can you see there's a turquoise is coming. The turquoise is coming, guys. There, from this, I love this cake, you know, because this colors is, there. The colors is beautiful. So now the poor cake is nearly collapsed, like so. Just see the door is closed. Okay, thank you. Tea has arrived. I'm so glad for that hot tea because it's nice. Let me see. Can you see outside? Yes, that's the way that that always happens if I close my face. You can see outside, but in the shade, it's still cool. It is definitely cool in the shade. So I hope you had a lovely weekend. And yesterday, I hope you invited me into your house to come and sit with you for 1 hour in crochet. I promise not to say a word. I'm just joking with you guys. I mean, of course, I said to my husband, it's like, I promise I won't say a word because I'm not saying a word. It's a watch me crochet, not listen to me crochet. Ah, such a beautiful fade. I love it. Our electric went out during the storm. Came back on, not sure when. My eyes are itchy, runny, and red from dabbing with a cool towel. Oh, my sweetheart. Well, I hope things look up for you because we are going to just put you on the prayer list, my sweetheart. Because that's the best we can do. I'm looking for my pen. The least and the best we can do. Oh, I've been up with my old age, aches and pains. My husband giving me massages, so no sleep yet. Oh, my sweetheart. Old age aches, old age aches and pains. Oh my goodness, that is a tongue twister. I think sleep will definitely help. Yes. Cannot underestimate the value of a good night's sleep. You guys put me onto cherry cola. Anyway, so the mindless thing that I can be doing while I'm talking to you guys is there is, wait, I must do it like this. There, you can hardly see the little beads. You can hardly see the little beads. But between every bead, I must put a loop. A loop, and a loop, and a loop, and a loop. When this comes out, you guys will find it so easy to make. Anyway, it's going to come out. Let's see if we can go over. I've got my device. That's beautiful. You like it, my sweetheart? Oh, Let me see. Let's go over. I've got my extra device here for anybody coming in after this moment. There we go. Let's share the screen. Let's go to Facebook. Let's see what you've been up to in Facebook this week. Where are we? There we go. Let me see. Let me see. It must show, and I must not forget my tea. It's too hot to drink at this moment, but there we go. There we are in our Facebook, and we are 2,500 members strong by now. Thank you so much for all who joined the Facebook. There I was just telling everybody. Veronica, shop with me. Let's go shopping. There you go. Sunday share. Oh, Veronica, naughty, naughty. You must do that with Friday share. Friday link, hey? Kaylin, my latest crochet top inspired by Olga Poltava's patterns with a double V-stitch peplum and simple shells edging at the neck and cap sleeves. Oh, and double V-stitch pattern. Wait a minute, wait a minute. So, hello, Jessie babes. Hello, Mama. Hello, everyone in the chat. Susanna says, Ursula, I've almost finished your granny mandala. 2 more rounds to go. Ooh, lovely. Hello, Jessica. Now look at this. Oh, look at all those patterns. You see this pattern here, I can see in the middle, very middle, looks very much similar. It's not the same as the one in the poncho mandala, but that is, oh, ever so nice. Look at all those stitches. Look at the variety of stitches. I tell you, that is beautiful. Kaylin, you do beautiful work. And the person who designed it. And look how pretty that looks on. Even better. You see, it always looks better when you put it on. You put a body in it, because then you can see, really. There you go. There you go. It's beautiful. Oh, Kaylin, and I love the way you're wearing it, hey? Beautiful. Kaylin, that was such a fantastic job, hey? 100% for you, my sweetheart. Full marks. Roberta, it was supposed to be stormy in the night here. All we got was the humidity. Yuck. Maybe the rain will be here later. Thank you, Ursula. It was fun to make, but it's beautifully done, hey? Jackie says Tuesday is a doctor day. I can't wait to solve some of my health issues of mine. Is that tomorrow? Jackie, I keep you in my prayers for tomorrow. I'm writing down, Jackie, Tuesday. Absolutely. Okay, let's go further. Let's give it a big fat like. Veronica Swanepoel. 64 granny squares, 8 rounds. I used charity yarn. Oh, charity yarn is South African yarn, and that her name definitely sounds, Veronica Swanepoel sounds South African, but she has done that beautifully. Let's go closer so we can see. Oh, wow. Can you just check that out? Hey, I cannot say for sure how she did that, but wow. Because here and there, like here, it looks like a full-on granny square. But here, it looks like, you know, when you have a triangle, she did a beautiful job. Veronica, thank you so much for sharing. This is beautiful. Well, that's a lot of work. Now, I think if that would be in like pinks and for a baby's blanket. Thank you for sharing, Veronica. I so appreciate it. Let's give it a big fat like. Susanna, the pink lady shawl by OM Granny Square used the DK cake, ended up color controlling. Okay, I posted on Facebook group, says Tank, I'll have a look, sweetie. Kaylin says, wow, amazing work, Veronica. I also did a different border in a pink sparkle yarn. I scored for $2 on clearance. It's my first shawl and I cannot wait to make the next one. What? That's the one I was wearing last week. Hey. But I made mine from the back of my knee, over my shoulder to the front of the knee. Big. But I love your colors. Susanna, the colors are beautiful. There we go. Oh, I love it. And she used the 3-weight cake to make it. There we go. I have all my wearables in one playlist. My first blanket started January 2023. Desperately needs blocking. Learned so much making this. Had to take a photo of top half, then bottom half as it's too big for the table. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, Susanna. So pretty, Susanna, says Kaylin. Amazing work, Veronica, says Kaylin. Look at that. Wow. I seem to think I saw somewhere someone shared something similar. Different colors. Now I can't remember who. But that's beautiful. Gorgeous. Wow, Susanna. All those colors. Was it, I wonder if it was Coco's crochet. Rosie, my work in progress, my crochet Teletubby, Lala. Oh my goodness, my kids loved Teletubbies when they were little. And just come to think of it, that should be quite not it. I mean, amigurumi is not my thing, but I don't think it's the most daunting amigurumi to make, but it's beautiful and soft for the child to hold. Thank you, Rosie, for sharing. I so appreciate it. Nancy. 3D butterfly blanket using continuous join as you go. I use scrap yarn. I'm going to add a multicolor border. Ooh la la. Teletubby scared me. You know, Tank, you will not believe it. Every time my son watched it, he cried. And especially when they say good night and they jump in that thing, he cries like you can't believe. We could never figure out why. And there where they have the Teletubby and suddenly they go over to a little video on one of the Teletubbies' tummies. It's like he thinks the Teletubby ate whoever is inside them. I don't know what. We were trying to figure out because, you know, he does not really speak. So he could never tell us what in the world makes him cry. We must go closer. Look at this. This is a butterfly. I've never seen this. Never, ever have I ever. Nancy Loves Crochet, I think is her channel name. This is butterflies from her scrap, she says. And then she made a granny square around it and then join as you go. I've never seen this. This is beautiful. Did she say she followed a tutorial? I didn't see that she said that. But that is beautiful. And she's going to use a multicolored border. Lisa Knits and Blocks. Hello, my sweetheart. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And Lisa, I see that these days you are quite doing live streams. You must tell us if you have a notification up of your next live stream. You've got a wrench. You can drop the notification to that. Thank you, Nancy, for sharing. That was beautiful. Ooh la la. Look at this. Hot off the hook crochet doll vest. Patterned by Marie-Lise Lil. Yarn is Paintbox Metallic DK in boxcar, and the hook is a 3mm. Ooh la la. Black button, tiny flower, and a ribbon. Yes, I'm doing heaps of lives. Are you trying to get your hours in, my sweetheart? So creative, Nancy says, Kaylin, it's beautiful. Look at this. Ooh, I love it. This little monkey, hey? Wow. Looking so fancy. He needs a formal dinner to go to now, Kaylin. Where's the formal dinner and his date? Give it a big fat like. She wants to ask a pattern for a granny square. Sweetheart, it's free on the internet. Shirley LaRue, there it is free on the internet. And Yes, many on my channel. There you go. That was the challenges on Saturday. Guys, if you missed it, you've got to go watch the replay on Linda Simpson's channel. Ooh, Bree just finished Pretty Squares in a Row, Bed Throw by Red Heart using Karen cakes with plum cream, Sunday share. Yes, trying to get watch hours and family members as well. Lisa, drop your link if you can. Oh, look at this. Look at that bed. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's do this. Bree. Oh, my word. What a beautiful job you've done. Good morning, Jeanette, DIY Creations. Hello, hello, Ashla and everyone in the chat. I'm here getting ready for work, but listening. Listen, I was looking for you yesterday. No Sunday live. Is it every second Sunday now? What's happening? There, Lisa has dropped her link. Oh, look at this. This is so pretty. So she's got plain rows on the side, and then the center panel is attracting your attention. That's beautiful the way she did it. I think she bit on the square. She might have done a little bit of color controlling, but lovely. I wonder, Bree, are you going to make it bigger on the sides, or is this the finished size? Beautiful. Frenchie is saying hello. She's hiding in the basement. Let's go to StreamYard. Hello, my sweetheart.
Hello, darling. Hello, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Got a bit of a busy one coming up in the next couple of weeks. So
the next 2 weeks is busy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, as of Thursday. I'm actually flying to Australia for a couple of weeks. Just me.
For a couple of weeks?
Yeah, popping over to help my father-in-law out with my mother-in-law because he had a fall earlier on in the week. And
okay. Fantastic. Yeah, so, I mean, that is fantastic of you to do that.
As soon as I heard he'd gone kaplunk, I was like, right, get me a ticket. I'll go over. I'll force him to sit down and stay put and heal. So,
no. Oh, my word.
Yeah, so I'll be popping over, leaving the rest of the family here, and then tag teaming with my brother-in-law. But I'll actually be staying there as well, which makes it a bit easier as well.
Yes, so, absolutely.
So at the moment,
good afternoon, Ocean. Everyone says Dinky Jen. Helen, good morning. Hello, Ocean. Poppy, everyone in the chat. Happy Monday. Hello, Angela. This is Sana. DIY says hello to Dinky Jen. Kaylin says hello. DIY says hello. Margaret G. How long is the flight for you, Poppy? She's asking.
About 24 hours. It depends on how many stopovers I would need to do. I'm only doing one each way, which is brilliant.
11 hours?
No, it's around 22 hours with one stopover in the middle. So that brings it up a bit more.
2 hours. Oh, my goodness. That's like a whole day traveling.
Well, yeah, and on top of that, when I get there, it'll be like I've missed more days because they're sort of 11 hours ahead of us.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
But you gain it when you come back, eh?
Only just, yeah. But, yeah, so I'll be flying out on Thursday. So this morning I've already recorded my whips and bits for Sunday, so it's quite small because I haven't done a lot this week. So at least there's something there so that if there's anybody that doesn't see this video,
because what if you get a chance to record there? You know, when he must sleep at some point, you might get a chance to record.
Yeah, I'm going to take my little GoPro, but most of my videos are already loaded up for next week, so I'm okay there. It's just the whips and bits on a Sunday that's going to get missed for a couple of weeks.
Karen says here, the best daughter-in-law, Poppy. She is. She's fantastic. Susanna says, hopefully he'll recover quicker if he rests while you're there. Absolutely, exactly. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, it's basically, I'm the good daughter-in-law. When we last went over, I took over Mum's care when the carers weren't there. So I took over Mum's care to give Dad a rest anyway. So he knows I know what I'm doing. Also, I've worked in care for years anyway,
Yes.
on and
Oh.
off. So now it's just a case of, instead of having one person to boss around, I get two. And he's not going to like it at all. Only boss around as in, you stay there or I'm going to tie you to the chair with duct tape. And he knows if I had to.
She says, I'm used to your channel, so I have so much previous content I can binge watch to help with your hours, says Susanna. Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, there's definitely lots over there. There's I've got book reviews, I've got tutorials, and then I've just got crazy chatty videos like the whips, bits and chat. Your best videos to watch are either the Throwback Fridays, because that's a whole week of videos all squished into one video where I cut out the boring bits. So those are really good ones to play catch up on. But thank you.
Oh, Michelle, okay, so let's get through this. Michelle Vincent says, doing the Moogly Cow. Look at those beautiful squares. And she's taking two colors and doing all these different squares. That is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That is beautiful. I wonder how long it takes. Look at some of these that are, to me, very intricate.
I love that one on the bottom row in the middle.
Oh, right. It looks like it's got a braid on it.
No, the one in the middle looks like a Celtic sort of knot style.
Yes. Oh, in the middle, there. In the middle at the bottom. This one there.
Yeah, that one. And then, of course, the one that's next door to it that you were talking about as well. I like those too.
That one.
Yeah.
I love the top left one. It looks like it's got a flower.
With granny squares.
Excuse me.
All of those ends to sew in.
Oh, yes, but the ends to me is like nothing. If the end result is worth it, it is also worth it.
Very much so.
It's just cold, not cold wind, but cool weather coming in. Bless you, says Lisa. Thank you. Jane shared her. She's selling her bracelets. For those of you who want to go and check it out. Kaylin says, God bless you. Ashla. Bless you. Ashla says, Margaret. Oh, I love those. Look at that. And then there's all those. Oh, be kind and love well and big. Is it what? Big.
I can't see them from here, darling.
Yeah, I can't read so well on the side here. Look at those. I love those.
They're stunning.
And there's more. There is more. Definitely more.
Wow.
Let me see. Let me see. There she says, what do you think about this one? Oh, look at that. But it looks better on the arm, I think. There you can clearly see. Look at that. That's very intricate because there's the blue, the inside going through a glass bead. So it looks like that piece of, how do you call it? It looks like a thin little thing, but in meantime, it's surrounded by a glass bead.
Yeah, the thread.
Let me just sort my nose out without blowing your ears off.
You're making me itch my nose, honey. But yeah, because you've got the beautiful shellish style stitch there, and then adding the beads with the chaining in between. I'm sitting here trying to work out how she did it. I've got no clue. No clue at all.
There we go. I love that. Okay, there we go. Poppy, bring your room in your suitcase as Spotlight is having sales every week of different yarns, probably because heading to EOFY.
EOFY. I don't understand what that means. I'm assuming that that's a swap over in seasons or something, Susanna. I was tempted. Last time I went over, I actually took Space Saver bags and stuck them in the bags, sucked out all the air, and we used them as packing around valuable items because it was Christmas. I still haven't used quite a lot of the bags that I bought of the Millens. Managed to offload some to a friend.
Yes.
But
Hannah shared my first knitted wobbly gnome. It's Natasha. No, well, you probably don't pronounce the G. From Never Not Knowing by Sarah Shearer. Sorry if I butcher that. Used scrappy yarns and a 2.5 millimeter DP ends. Hannah. That is so tiny. Oh my goodness. 2.5 DP ends. She's flying to Australia, Tank. Poppy's flying to Australia to her end of financial year, EOFY. Hey.
Oh, that means there's going to be some good sales. Oh, my husband's going to wish I hadn't gone. No, I'll probably be spending pretty much all my time with the outlaws. Sorry, my in-laws. Probably be spending my
Hello, Riley's Knitting Needle. Good morning.
Yes.
This is Reggie Jago Crochet. Says, come join the new Cal. Join the knit along. It's a lovely knit along. It looks like a beautiful shawl.
Yeah.
Check it out, Jago Crochet. And there's our beautiful Linda and her sister. Good morning, sharing another video with our June, sharing our FOs and whips. Have a blessed day. Hugs. Hey, there you go. And there's Veronica with her Friday link. Great stuff. New video. Look at that beautiful, beautiful hook. Isn't that just
stunning?
Out there?
I must admit, when I saw that on the group, I just sat there for about 5 minutes just staring at it, thinking how stunning it was.
Good morning, all, says Riley's. And Reggie's saying, again, weren't you just there to Poppy?
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, we went over at Christmas. And
that's 6 months ago, Reggie. Can you believe it already?
Yeah.
I wish I was going with you, Poppy. It's a once in a lifetime trip if I ever go. Oh my goodness.
But for most people, because of the distance, it really is. I'm really lucky.
It would be for me too, I tell you.
Yeah.
It definitely would be for me too.
Yeah, because we've got my mother and father-in-law over there. We get to stay with them. So all we need to really save up is flights and spends.
Yes.
So normally I'm quite frugal and I'm quite tight with the household budget. So we always make sure, especially nowadays, we make sure that there's at least enough money in savings set to one side for a plane ticket, because they're in their 80s now. So so we always make sure we've got that emergency one flight ticket, and it's my turn to use it basically. And then we'll save up for like the family trip. Last time we went over, there was only the 3 of us because my eldest was working, and the plan was to go back over this Christmas as a family group again, but we'll have to wait and see whether the youngest is working at that point and whether she can make it over, or if we end up having to postpone it for like another 6 to 8 months.
Oh wow.
But basically, while we can do it, we're doing it.
Reggie says, time flies. I don't think I'll survive the long flight more than once. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the dates shared. What did you say?
Oh, I've got a cheeky trick on that one. I make sure I get my last leg has to land in the morning, and then the last 8 hours of that flight, or 7, depending on how long it is when I sleep, so that when I get there, I'm more refreshed.
Yes. Hi, Nancy. Good morning, everyone. Spotlight delivers from $795 flat fee, and delivery is usually 2 to 3 days. Hey.
Stop it, woman. I will get in so much trouble. My husband's given me a GoPro. He said, if you get a chance, he goes, go and record in Spotlight, do a new video for everybody, because he knows that if I've got that camera in hand, I can't put as much yarn in my basket.
Oh wow. This is legit. Steven's sharing not a granny square, but an exercise to crochet a zipper, make a pouch in a rice grain stitch. Is that the moss stitch? No, it's a rice grain stitch. But I think she did well.
That's really
I think she
pretty.
did well. There was no sales at the spotlight near me today, says Lisa. Hello, Faith. How are you doing, sweetheart? Unique, amazing stripes. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. This is temporarily free, available pattern for free. Just add it to your cart to see. It looks like a cow, knitted cow maybe. Oh, that was yarn that is back in store by us. It's called Pop Up. Double knit, 8-ply in the down by Lisa Knit and Blocks, and it's what's that? $2 for a whole 100-gram ball.
That's a good price.
That's the normal price. I tell you, come to South Africa, you'll think we're on sale. I did this 7 years ago.
Wow.
7 years ago. I can't believe it was 7 years ago. It feels like just a little while ago.
That is stunning.
So, I planned it to be a baby blanket, and then the lady who saw it said, oh, she'd love that, and it goes with everything there. And then I said, okay, well, I'll have to just make it bigger for you, and then you can have it. That's my funky cat in the hat scarf.
That is stunning. Although the colours don't match each side, it's brilliant because you can wear it different ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheila shared this in the group, but I didn't see it. I saw it on her page, and then I shared it in the group. But this is beautiful.
Stunning.
Look at that mandala. Sheila did a beautiful job. Reggie says, if I went to Australia, I would not shop the big box yarn. They have the best sheep there. Great selection of boutique yarn companies. Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Kayla says, gorgeous. It looks like it could be in a magazine. Tank says, I lost my count. You said 7 years ago. Wow. Oh, look at that yarn. Look at that yarn. It's got sparkle in it. Isn't it sparkle? It's like a mercerized something. Yeah. I don't know. But it's beautiful. And the beads. And the beads.
Just finishes it off, doesn't it?
I wonder how she did that, so that, because it looks like, you know, how you attach that. It's just amazing.
I think she'd probably chain up, add the beads, spin the yarn around the hoop, and then thread it back through somehow.
I tell you. How to kidnap me, says Susanna. Free yarn inside. You also have seen Yarn Bar stitch marker holder on the auction last night. Ooh, Tank. Wow. I missed that. There she shared it, and I didn't see her sharing it, so I shared it as well. And there is a gorgeous sweater that is a go-to pullover. Crochet. You cannot believe that's Crochet. By, what's her name? Now I forget her name. Let me see. Where are we? Katrine, Sunday Shem Holiday Gift Crafting has officially begun. Oh, yes. In the USA, it's holiday crafting. Fantastic. And there was Sonia with her. Oh, yes, we shared this. Okay, so I think we're done. This is what we shared last time as well. Fantastic. Lovely. It's for the hair, isn't it? And then, I know it's a headband and a shawl. No, neckerchief. Shandi. J.O. Crochet says Shandi. Yes. There are so many free patterns at the moment from Shandi at Expression Fiber Arts. You missed mine. Did I miss? Wait, man. Wait, let me go. If you shared after I started, it would be at the top. So let's go look at the top. Let's see. Come on. Now I'm waiting for it. Press again. Ooh, you see, after a certain amount of time, it just says, she has a new free pattern every Friday. I was saying to Craig, how do they do that? How do they do that? A new pattern every Friday. That would be so much pressure. I would be like, yikes.
Yeah.
That was Kaylina. Yes, I shared that. Hey, I did share that last time. Okay, wait, let me just refresh so we can go back up, because obviously I think Tank shared hers. There we go. I was so excited, just finished. Yes, we saw that, didn't we see that? I think we saw that one. We saw that one where you showed that. Remember? It's a fit.
I missed the beginning.
Yes, Tank says I saw it. I also saw it. There we go. It's a little knitted. It's a T or something like that. It says, if I can, finished my very first knitted top. Absolutely love it. It is beautiful. Yes, beautiful. And it fits beautifully. I remember Kaylin commenting and saying it's a beautiful fit. That's how I remember it last week. But now I want to, there it is, man. Wait.
Oh.
No, wait, stop sharing. You see, sometimes it gets tired of me. So stop sharing. For one moment, stop sharing. And then just to go back and say,
yeah.
let me just get it up here, because what is it doing to me? I think Chandi of Expression Fiber Arts commissions other designers too. Yes, I tell you, because I said to my husband, I think people must be, they must have people working with them that they can do that, because how in the world can one person produce one pattern per week, unless that's all they do? But even then, it's a lot, you know.
I think it does depend on size of items and things like that, doesn't it? Really. It's like at the moment.
But she's got shawls that need to be crocheted and knitted, and yes, Kaylin exactly says J-Hook. I think, yeah, that's it. Share screen. Well, that's what J-Hook would do. Reggie would. Reggie, I'm wearing the Asgard shawl today because it's a nice day, and I'm actually wearing just a long sleeve t-shirt over a kaftan because it's such good weather, as you can see outside. But then my neck was cold, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to be cold. What is here to throw over? Oh, the Asgard shawl, and it's got green in it, so let's put it over. There we go. The shawl went to Sherry Knowles, and the poncho went to Mama G. Mama G Gears, daughter Rusty Blades, and I'm putting fringe on the second poncho. So let's just. Hey, Tank, you are killing it.
Oh, pretty.
It's beautiful on you, Reggie. Reggie, it's your pattern. I remember testing it. It's beautiful. Poppy, you should bring nice warm clothes with you. I wanted to say, but remember.
You never know. I might be able to nick my cat jumper back off her for a little while. She won't let me leave the house, in it, mind.
Oh, look at this. Tank, I love these. It's got a really nice boho look to it. Sheila, we were just looking at your mandala. And hello, Inge. How are you, sweetie? Hope you're doing well. She does. That's not about Shandi. She does. I know, because prior to moving to Israel, I was in contact with her company to design for them. What? Fantastic. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. That's a really boho look, those fringes. So I think, there we go. Give it a big fat like. And I think that is all for today in our Facebook group. There you go. So you've got a really big 2 weeks ahead of you. Hey, wow.
Yes. It's going to be nice to spend some one-on-one time with them as well. So,
yes.
Just getting into
I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the link if anybody wants to come and join us and talk about your yarn or whatever. Just saying, no pressure. So when I say again, because sorry, my head was on the. Say again, when are you leaving?
I'm flying out on Thursday evening.
Thursday evening, 29th.
Yeah, so I'll
and
get
you're
there.
going to be 29th. So you arrive the Friday evening, the 30th.
Hold on. No, it'll be in the morning.
Elmany.
What was it?
Hello, Elmany.
Oh, crikey. I'm flying out Thursday, Saturday. Hold on. 24 hours.
Bye-bye, Tori. Good night, my sweetheart.
Saturday morning, Australia time.
Hello. Yes, because you'll get there on Jessica's birthday. On the 1st of July. It's close to 4th of July.
I'll get in and say that now because I won't be able to say it in the next 2 weeks.
Night calling.
Yeah, so the plan is to get over there, surprise the daylights out of him again, because we tell him about Christmas, but we've done it before now when Mum came out of hospital, where we turned up a couple of weeks after she got out of hospital, and that's when I took over last time with her care until they got everything sorted for her, so that it gave Dad a rest. So we've done it before now where we've surprised them, and this time round it's punishment.
Oh wow.
It's going to be punishment.
Was it
Sorry?
No. You said it was punishment. What was punishment?
It's going to be punishment that I'm there, because he doesn't like resting. He doesn't like sitting down and just not doing anything. So for him it will be punishment. But
yes, but at least if you've got someone to talk to, it makes it better. And between two people, one can figure out something to keep someone busy than when they are alone.
Yeah, so it's going to be lovely while I'm over there. But basically I'm going to be spending the majority of the time with them, unless my brother-in-law's there, and then I can pop out and just get out of the house for a bit.
Go and buy some yarn.
Yeah, she'll probably send me out.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mother-in-law will probably send me out, because I'll probably start doing their heading on probably day 3 or day 4. It'll be like, just go and get some more yarn. Make me another jumper.
Oh, lovely. It was Eden's birthday today, so happy birthday, Eden. I'm going to sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eden. Happy birthday to you. Ooh. And 3 hoorays. Hip, hip, hooray. And hip, hip, hooray. And another hip, hip, hooray. And many more. In good health, Eden. Eden's still young. Oh, sweetheart. Dinky Jen says Saturday morning as they are ahead of us. Laugh out loud. Hello, Amy Nets. Oh, look at that puppy. Isn't that sweet? Sheila said the yarn I used for the mandala was Moya Shimmer. Yes, because I said, look at that yarn. It is. There's a bling in it, or a shine, or like a mercerized something. But that's beautiful. I was asking, how did you do that?
The beads
and attach it to that circle. That looked very difficult to me. Jessica, happy birthday for Saturday, Sister Susanna. Tori says, don't forget the thummies. Thank you, everyone that hits the thummies. I appreciate it. Jeannie's beanies. Hello. What's in your cup? What's on your... Please, all the members, don't forget, this Friday, we start the live stream with the members only. Then we go over to a normal 2-hour live stream, and then Crojo goes live. Hello, Dawn. Good morning, all you beautiful people. How are you doing? Happy birthday to Jessica on the 1st, says Lisa Nets. Happy birthday for Eden today, says Jinky Jen. Well, to us, it's still her birthday, but to her, it's done for. Thank you, Jennifer. Elmer, everybody's saying happy birthday for Eden. Eden says thank you. Thank you, my sweetheart. You must tell us when your next live stream is, Eden. And it's good if you have live streams, because we can always hit that as a replay.
Yeah.
There you go. She says, happy birthday, Eden, says Nancy. Here is the link to the post about the upcoming CAL. We start July the 1st, and all the info is in my Facebook and the community tab on my channel. Hey, that's a great idea. There you go. There's the link from Reggie. That's a beautiful shawl. That's a shawl. It looks like a shawl, but it's beautiful. Almarie says, happy birthday. 2 birthday girls. One celebrating today, one celebrating Saturday. 9:21 p.m. there. Oh, that's good. On a Monday, it's not too bad for the Australians. Happy birthday, Eden, again. Thank you, Susanna. I want to ask Lisa Nets and Vlogs. Do you have, I have asked, but she doesn't answer, see. So now I ask straight. Do you have a notification for your next live stream? If you have, drop it in the chat because you have a wrench. I go live 9 July. There you go. 9 July is, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's coming Saturday in another week. So from today, it's what, 2 weeks, nearly 2 weeks, I think. Am I right?
Something like that. I haven't got
Why not, Lisa?
No, she hasn't scheduled it yet. So keep an eye out for this schedule notification for the notification for that, everybody.
So Lisa, this is opportunities that come by. If you attend a live stream and someone invites you to say, drop the notification so that those in the chat can set their reminders, then you've got to seize that opportunity, grab it. Happy birthday, Eden, says Jessie Babes. I said Jessie Babes, I said Jessica. No one must call you like that, hey? That's mommy's name for you. It's not for everybody to say Jessie Babes. I was going to post it, but she's not scheduled it yet. Yes, Tank. Chankla for Lisa. Why is my eyes tearing? I hate that. It's not that I don't mind the fact that it's tearing if I wasn't wearing makeup, although it does bother you if it does. But I don't want a black stripe running across my cheek.
You're not using waterproof mascara.
So what?
Are you not using waterproof mascara?
Never. I actually don't like it because I bought it as a teenager. Did I have a heck of a time getting that off my face? And then I decided, no. I think waterproof. Thank you. I'll just use normal. No, I'm not using waterproof. Waterproof anything. Nothing on here is waterproof except the color of my hair is waterproof up to how long?
You're probably...
I missed the 2nd of July because it's crafting with the girls on this day on Margie's channel. I saw that notification and that looks like super fun. And that's like a lot of you, 5 or 6 of you. Took some medicine, so my eyes have cleared up a bit. Hey, I'm so happy, my sweetheart. I have a premiere tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's a sewing collaboration. Okay, there you go. Let's do this. Nancy, you've got a wrench. So if you want to drop that, please drop it. 5 of us. Yes, there's 5 of you. To me, it looked like a whole bunch. 5. Yes. There comes a time when you want the mascara off. Exactly. Otherwise, you're going to look like a goth waking up somewhere along the line. And I'm like, no, I don't think that'll do.
I don't know. I don't wear it, so I don't know. I would assume that that the makeup of it is slightly different now, so that it can be removed a bit easier than what it could when we probably first bought it.
I tell you, listen, have you ever? Okay, no, you're too young. I need to speak to someone my age.
There's only
yes, no, but I mean, Okay, let's Elmarie, I don't know what your age is, but look, I'm 54. Now, I was the time that I was high school, started working was 80s and late 80s, 91, about there.
Yeah.
So that's the time when you're into your makeup, you're into everything. And I tell you, that time it was big hair, eyeliner was huge.
Yeah.
Now, if you meet someone now, I meet someone now of my age, and they're still doing the big hair, the eyeliner, the whatever. I'm like, hey, 1980 called, give it back.
They want the
Time to move
fashion.
on. Some things don't look good now. Because, for instance, you know what was really cool? Matte. Your makeup had to look matte, nothing shiny. Okay. But now, at 54, I am not going to pick up either a compressed powder or anything because, hey, there's the wrinkles now. Now what? There wasn't wrinkles then. You could
Yeah.
be putting on a powder, whatever, fine. But now what do? Just let it go. So you've got to send it back to 1980. Let it go. There's other things now.
No, I'm
Happy upcoming birthday, Jessica. My messages are wonky today. Did a software update on my iPad now. The whole keyboard is set up different. Listen, Elmarie, these things update sometimes overnight. That's why on a Monday, I sometimes have difficulty because I come and sit here. Everything's fine. 7 minutes before the time, it says, no internet. And I'm like, no, you're not telling me that. So Nancy says, what did Nancy say? Wait. 47, grew up during the 80s too, was a fun time. It was, but I mean, if you meet someone and they're still doing 1980, no, then that doesn't go down so well. Hi, Nancy, who else is sewing with you? Yes. My waterproof mascara flakes off, but it's definitely not easy to get off otherwise. I tell you, I had a difficult time getting rid of it. Some ladies from the DIY community, Indie Annie Jones, Indie Annie Jones, hey, that's catchy. And Robin's buys and DIYs. Oh wow. There you go. If you see Nightbot dropping links and you're not connected yet, please maybe take the time to get connected. Not now, later. The glitter blue eyes, yes, doesn't look great in any decade. Except a drag queen, maybe, says Sheila. The glitter blue eyeshadow.
I'm 10 years younger than you, Ursula. So it's not that big.
Yeah, that's a decade, darling. That is a decade, which means there is a generation. Don't they count generations in decades?
No, not anymore.
Oh, they used to in 1980?
Well, that's the thing, though. You were saying, what was it, 92 was when you was out doing makeup. It was only 3 years later, in 94, that I had my first job and I was buying makeup, or I was attempting it. But so it was like I got my first job. I started buying makeup, and I found this makeup palette compact, and it was brilliant. It was a combined concealer,
Bye-bye, tank.
Powder, and what's the other one?
Yes, I remember that. That was fantastic.
I loved it. You can't get them anymore. You have to buy separates. But yes. I looked like I looked orange half the time, so in the end I just gave up. Because my skin colour normally is blue, not white. It's blue. It doesn't get enough sun. So of course I would buy the one that was labelled porcelain, or the one that they said was translucent, and even those ones were too dark for my skin tone.
Yes, I also used to wear porcelain because I was usually like my mom used to say to me when say at night whatever, and she says to me, you can't wear a pink nightgown. She says, you've got to wear something with color because you look like a ghost. I'm like, geez, you're my mother. How can you tell me I look like a ghost? I didn't pick it.
Have you ever thought on those odd occasions where you got up to go to the toilet, you've probably given your mum a couple of jump scares? I know I probably did.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, people always thought my mom was... I've heard a few people ask me, is your mom Portuguese? And I'm like, no, she's not Portuguese. But she's got a little bit more olive skin or tanned, or I don't know how you put it. And yes, now here I come, and I'm as pale as Jessica. Jessica is like, hey, Jessica will scare anybody. And then Jessica doesn't wear makeup, and then she's got these lips that are red. But I think it's because if you've never worn makeup, maybe, I'm guessing. I'm only guessing because I don't know. I've worn makeup since I was 11. So I don't know what it's like not to wear makeup. And it started out largely as because my self-image was low. And I felt more confident, and it's like you're hiding behind something. So it just helped me. Okay. Yeah. So it's just saying 30 years is a generation, I believe. I'm Gen X, still wear porcelain powder. Hey, you can wear it as long as you don't have many wrinkles. But when you get to my age, and I mean, I have crow's feet, I laugh, I have a wrinkle there. Let it be. I've come to the day where I knew it was better looking off than on. So bye-bye. Farewell. Do good to others. So I stopped wearing makeup from the 90s. I don't conceal anything. I prefer au naturel. Au naturel.
I'm the same.
Look at you, sweetheart. You're looking fantastic. Okay. And I love it when she's got her purple hair as well. Ooh la la. Sheila says, we never knew why some of us in family had olive skin and black hair until I did a DNA test and I'm 50% Iranian or Greek. My mom has this, they say brunette. Now my son has her hair. It is thick hair, straight. And I want to say, how do you say this with sounding politically correct? I want to say, to me, the Japanese hair is beautiful. It's the slick, black, straight hair. Now, my mom has that and her brother. Now, my son has got her hair. He's got his Oma's hair, right? So he's got this shiny hair, and I'm like, yo, girls would kill for this hair. So I always keep his hair like a top cut, how do you say, longer at the top than at the bottom. Because it's so shiny. You look at it and it's like, man, any girl would want this hair. But now a boy has it. And it's so, these guys have you seen guys with these beautiful lashes? And I'm like, do you know how much I must pay for my that mascara that makes the lashes longer and whatever? And here you've got it au naturel. It's like, not fair.
No, I must admit I was quite lucky when I was younger because my eyelashes were that long. They used to actually brush against my glasses. So
wow.
That's why I never wore them. Wore mascara because otherwise I'd be permanently cleaning the inside of my glasses.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Jeanette's getting ready to go to work. You don't wear makeup at all, says Lisa. Hello from the other side. Is that the dark side or the bracelet side? Jane. Good night, all. Lisa, you must have a fantastic evening, my sweetheart. Hope you're still celebrating a little bit with Eden. I can't wear any foundation makeup. It burns my skin, so I stick to just doing up my eyes and tinted lip balm. Oh, there you go, girl. Please thumbs up. Thank you, everyone who hits a thumbs up. I so appreciate it. Almarie says, I used to wear makeup too, but since the COVID masking times I've stopped, I will only put some on for church and special occasions. Yes, I tell you what, it's a time when we had masks on, ruined it for everybody. I think everybody stopped personal care because people just stopped caring what they look like.
Oh, it wasn't that. I knew of a couple of girls, they were like, I can save myself some money here. And I was like, well, what do you mean?
Yes.
And they were doing their face in makeup from about here upwards. Because it was like, well, I don't see the point in wasting my lippy. It's not going to get seen. So from there down, it was just plain and normal. And then up here was made up. But
she says, no, I don't want to make it even, says Juanita. I tried it one time. It felt like my face was suffocating. Oh my goodness. Hello. Good morning, Anita. Hello, Carla. How are you doing? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? My eyes. Wait, I've just got my eyes are tearing up. Yes, Poppy. Sorry, I was interrupting.
It's like I started watching a couple of makeup tutorials because I thought, well, I've got some makeup here. I've got a function. I had a wedding to go to, and I was like, right, I need to learn how to do this properly so I don't walk in looking like a clown. And I was watching the videos, and they were plastering it on so thickly, you wouldn't have been able to tell underneath what the actual bone structure was, because of course with the contouring and everything else that they then layered on top, it completely changed their face shape.
You know that now I must say, for those of you ladies that are my age, 50, I'm 54. Now, in my time, I made it since I was 11. It was my hobby. Okay. Yeah. So there was no internet. So I had bought books that told you the shape of your face and how, and I think at that time it was just about looking your best. So it wasn't about changing anything or altering. You were just looking your best. So how could you do the best? And because the contouring thing is to me so amazing. When I watch it now, I'm like, and I personally, I don't do that. And I think it looks beautiful on people. I don't do that because I think when that comes off, then what? If you're dating a girl and she does enough of that and it comes off, it's like, who are you? Introduce me again.
There are a couple of sort of ladies that I would say are in their late 30s, early 40s that do all the contouring. And when they take off the makeup, as you said, who are you? Because they really do the same.
Oh,
and then
wow.
A couple of other people that make videos where they're taking out false teeth and removing stuff that they've plastered on their nose to change the nose.
No!
It's like, really?
No. I think it should be about just looking better, but not changing the whole. But see, for some, it's a form of art. Let's say for those who like it as a form of art. I mean, it can be, because it is like painting in a way, you know. Let me just quickly catch up here. Riley says, same, never learned how to put it on, just eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara for me. Laugh out loud. Yes, but you look beautiful, sweetheart. Jeannie's Beanie says, my thin wispy hair came in platinum silver and thick after chemo. Natural strawberry blonde is trying to creep back in now. It's interesting how it works. Jeannie's Beanie, let me just tell you right quick. I'm going to say hello to Kelly, and then I want to just catch up in the comments here. Let me just change that so we can actually see her. I want to tell you, Jessica had chemo. The first time that she had cancer, it came back beautiful, thick, strawberry blonde curls. It's like a big curls. So I've got a photograph of it. Then after that, the next cancer, it came back nothing. It was like the hair was destroyed. So, So since how old was she? 12, 13. We started doing highlights because that fine, thin, mousy gray hair could then look like something, because, I mean, putting highlights in it makes it like
bounce.
Yes. And we used to cut it very short in a pixie style because it looked thicker then. Because it looked like, I have a school photograph of her. It looks like spray on hair, but this was post the second cancer. So, yeah, I can understand that. But Jeannie's, I can understand. I've heard that many times, that people that had cancer and they then have hair that is way better than I had before. So I definitely have heard that. In my time, makeup was to enhance what you got. Makeup nowadays is art. You can get a Picasso to look like a Da Vinci. Hey, Jane, exactly, that's what I say. For some people, I mean, when I did it, it was literally a hobby to see just how, and it was like coloring, but you color your own face. That's all you did. I don't like the fusses, Reggie. Put it on, keep it pretty, don't smear, don't get wet, take it off. It's just too much maintenance. Reggie, you don't need it. Okay, just be serious. You don't need it. Some of us need it, you know, and the older the bone, the more paint. So there you go. Nancy, I'll be 54 on July 8th. Haven't worn makeup in so long. I tell you, I don't know. Jessica's makeup, when I've put makeup on Jessica on occasion for school things, it literally just runs off her face. I'm like, what's wrong with your face? Why does it just not stay on your face? It stays on my face. It literally just runs off her face. Just don't know why. It 5 minutes, 10 minutes after I've put it on. We haven't even left the house. It's just streaks running down her face. And I'm like, what happened to the makeup? And she's like, I didn't touch it.
Yes.
This is what's happening. I don't like this. I don't think I like this. Let's just take it off. Let's keep it off. And I'll just go. So she's gone unnatural for a long time.
Different type of skin to you. Maybe yours is a more matte, whereas she's got maybe a more oily skin.
I think maybe, but you know what? I also had acne 3rd degree when I was in my last year of school. You know how terrible that is. You don't want to lift your head up when you walk to school. Now you can't wear makeup to school. Well, we can't. Definitely, we couldn't. Hey, so you walk to school. This whole side of my face was so terrible that now you can't see it. People who know me says you literally cannot tell you had 3rd degree acne. And but it was purple, you know. So you know how you feel. That's why I say your self-confidence is so low. You don't want to look at people, and it's a hormonal thing. Let me just catch up quickly. She says makeup was maybe foundation, eyeshadow, blush, lipstick. Nowadays you have 100 brushes and more 30 products. Yes, of being 50, I don't have this skin for that. Yes, but literally. I was lying in bed thinking this morning, okay, what have I got to do? I'm going to do hair. That's 10 minutes. Makeup. That's 10 minutes. 20 minutes. I'll be ready. 20 minutes after I get out of this bed, I'm ready. It literally is like that. It's just, it's so quick because it's literally like that. You're just enhancing what you've got. And I always wear makeup, still do when I go out. Don't wear it when I farm. Cows do not care. But that foundation saved my skin from sun damage, as Margaret. Yes, Margaret, I must tell you, I have a bit of, pigmentation. So it is better for me when I go out to put on a little bit of foundation. So, my husband doesn't care. He just loves me as I am, but it's okay. He loves the inside. I'm shining out. I said to him, I wear very little makeup since the pandemic and wearing masks, but I still like it. I love wearing makeup, but that's why I give myself 2 days off in the week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't have to wear makeup. I'm not going anywhere. I might be filming something or whatever, but
it's your hands, not your face.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to. Absolutely not. My friend and her 16-year-old daughter are in the UK for an international dancing competition. Artists that did their makeup caked it on so much she looked like an opera singer, Kimora. Elmarie, I tell you, I think if you see these people up close and personal, so watch the videos where they've applied makeup to look like a celebrity. Now that is a great makeup artist skill.
Yes, there was one lady.
It's art. It's a whole art form. Hi, Kelly. And I'm glad we can make you laugh, Reggie. Hey, yes, it's like God says, sorry, you had to go through that. Here's some cool hair.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry she had to go through it twice. I will if I have to, but I'd rather pass on that. Oh, absolutely. I'd even pass the once, never mind the twice. So she says, I wore a lot of makeup in my young days. Went to school for makeup, and nowadays I cannot stand the perfume or the product. It's kind of funny how your skin changes, plus my style changes itself. But the thing is, I think when you get older, your style sort of has to change because, okay, I wear makeup and I wanted to look natural. You must be able to sort of guess what I look like without it. When you look at me, you sort of should be able to say, okay, I can see this and this, and I can even touch you. It's natural. So,
The case of
but
if you're out in the shop, if somebody recognises you, you want to be like, I walk
yes,
up to
they'll
them.
recognize me for sure. They'll just ask me. The only thing that's different is they'll ask me if I'm sick. That's all. That's the only reaction I've ever had. Consistently.
That's
Are you
terrible.
feeling bad? You're feeling poorly? Always. Because I'm so pale without makeup.
Very pale.
I'm so pale. My makeup when I wear is minimal foundation, lipstick, mascara, little eyeshadow.
Mm-hmm.
Foundation. Okay, I wear that. Lipstick, yes. Mascara, eyeshadow. That's about what I wear. Yes. Yeah. So that's the thing.
Yep.
That's why I wear tinted moisturizer with sunscreen and porcelain setting powder to protect from a sun damage. That's what I used to wear, my sweetheart, but no longer the porcelain setting powder. The powder now is against me. It was my friend. Now we are kwai vriende. I have to go. See you later. Bye, Frenchie. The Afrikaans people will understand. Kwai vriende means. Kwai vriende usually means you are cross with each other, right, Vera? Okay. And Elmarie, kwai vriende means you are cross with each other. You are not friends. Now, my husband, who is an English-speaking South African, he will take that and he'll make fun of that saying, and he'll say, because kwai really means it can, in slang, it can mean very good friends, extra good friends.
Oh, okay.
Kwai vriende. Or kwai vriende, the real meaning is we're not friends. So he will say, and I would say, listen, stop before we are kwai vriende. Before we get to be kwai vriende, and he will say, no, but we are kwai vriende, and he takes the opposite meaning to it, and I'm like, no. Vera, hello, my sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. How are you? What's on your hook? What's in your cup? I have 2 rules about going out in public. 1, I will always wear makeup. 2, I will never wear sweatpants. Hey, Margaret, cool cat.
Good for you. I mean, and can you tell a lot of other people to do the same?
Yes.
About the sweatpants. I'm just saying.
Bye, Frankie.
Worst ones when they're
Margaret, my grandma was saying, never leave farm without lipstick and her patent black heels on, says Sheila.
Okay.
Ooh, la, la.
My nan used to crack us up with, she lived in a multi-story flat. Okay, so she was up on floor 20, I think, or something like that.
Oh my.
So it was quite a nice tall building. Every time that she heard the fire truck go past, she was in that bathroom reapplying a lippy.
So that she would be pretty for the evacuation.
If she needed space, she wanted to look gorgeous.
Wow.
Ashley. Listen, I know some people who would,
yes.
I would never go to the mall in my PJs. I don't think I would look good with that look. I couldn't pull that off at all.
I agree.
Kwai vriende, for our English-speaking people, there you go. Like the Taylor Swift song, Bad Blood. Not liking anyone at all. Yes. There we go. Elmarie. Man. You're the sharpest tool in the shed today. I cut off my hair years ago and love it. I wear what is called a bald fade. I got tired of hours in the salon waiting on hairdressers because they overbooked. Because they overbooked.
Yep.
Yes. Listen, I can understand that.
Yes.
Sweatpants are better than those flannel pajama pants. Can't stand seeing people out wearing those. I don't even own a pair. Listen, I own a pair of flannel pajama pants. I don't know where it is right now. I haven't worn it in quite a while, but they're good at home in bed.
At home. Yes.
Nowhere else. Me too, Margaret. It's so weird when I had to wear my active pants to physical therapy. Oh, wow. I have a friend. She always shaves her legs and wears clean underwear. So if she's in an accident, she's not ashamed of the you people. Spot on. But I know some people used to go to bed with makeup on in case something happens at night. I'm like, I think the skin needs a rest. you know.
Well,
So just give it a
It's
rest.
either that or they
Good
don't want to
mom,
show their other half what they actually look like.
yes. Well, I mean, the other thing is like I have some funeral directors in my family, and they're gonna do you
wow.
anyway. Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
make you up
they'll do
anyway. Like, so you don't have
Yeah.
to worry. They will take care of
Oh
it.
yes.
They have to do it. But
And
anyway,
9 out of 10 times, the makeup that they put on you will look better on you than if you'd ever attempted to do it yourself.
exactly. Right. But anyway, at the
Oh,
mall, sometimes I see people with the pajama pants on, and they tend to be very, very long, and they're dragging on the street or on the ground. And I
ooh,
see like there's
wow.
like a black line on the bottom where the hem is. And I'm thinking, are
Oh
these
wow.
people gonna go home
And get in
and wear
bed.
that to bed and just keep wearing that all day because it's dirty? And that's what I normally see with those jammy pants. That's why I don't like them. If they're
Oh
shorter,
wow.
maybe you can play it off. But like they tend to be very, very long, those flannel jammies on
No,
those
man.
people.
You see, there's clothing for every occasion, and just
Yes.
keep it to the occasion. You know,
Yes.
if
Yes.
it belongs in the bedroom, keep it there. If it belongs in your lounge or
Yes.
in the rest of the house, keep it
Yes.
there. If it doesn't belong outside, keep the outside clothes for
Yes.
outside, and the farm clothes for the farm, and the church clothes for the church, and the whatever for whatever. It's like,
Yes.
I used
just
to live in.
hello, Sandrine. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey.
Hope you're doing well. You're up
Hey,
early.
girl. Hey. Hey.
In my late 60s, so that's something Mom always said. Wear
Yes.
clean underwear and make sure your legs aren't ashy. That is good advice. I
I
mean,
hear you, Carla.
Mom knew.
Yeah,
Mom
my
knew.
nan used to say the same, and so did my mum.
Yeah.
I used to live in Wales, and where we lived, it was in a valley, and guaranteed 6 out of the 7 days you'd have rain.
Oh wow.
So
See.
what the mums used to do for the school run, because in the valley it was like no more than a 10-minute walk. No, not even that. A 5-minute walk from whatever house to the school. So what they used to do is it would be torrential raining as per normal. So they would go up to school in their pajamas with a pajama
Yes.
Yes.
bathrobe on, not get washed, dressed, or anything like that. Just literally go up to the school, drop the kids off, come home, then jump in the shower, get washed, get dressed. But
Wow,
the
yes.
majority of them they would iron their pajamas so that
Wow.
they would look neat and tidy. So some of them used to come home, get washed, get dressed, but put new pajamas on for the school run in the
Yes.
afternoon because it was going to rain again.
Oh, okay.
And even I couldn't handle
wow.
it. But then our local big box food shop
Mhm.
actually ended up banning people from coming in their pajamas, which I
Wow.
fully understand, because one day I went in and
Bye,
there was
Jenny.
a lady who was around a size 30,
Oh,
and she was in lingerie.
nice.
Oh,
We're not talking pajamas, we're talking stuff that stays
I know I'm
in
being
the
facetious.
bedroom.
Yes. Yeah.
That
Wow.
wasn't very pleasant
Oh.
when she was
Oh, no.
getting things out of the freezers.
Yes. Wow.
oh no.
Yeah, so
What
they
would-
actually put a blanket ban out. So if you turned up in your pajamas or anything that looked like it could be pajama bottoms, they wouldn't let you in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Elmarie says,
I'm
welcome,
going back
Sharon,
like
time
12
for me.
years.
I pray not to get into trouble during winter because it's too cold for shaving my legs. I only have a shower during summer, no problem. During winter, Bigfoot hairy legs. Hey, I tell you.
I'm with you there, girl.
Some people like it.
I got my
Just
first
running
shaving this
moment.
week.
Gotta run. Have a great day, everyone. Bye, Jenny Beanies. Thank you for spending
Bye,
time
Diane.
with us. Enjoy that granddaughter. Carla says, matter of fact, I was with my mom yesterday and she gave me a big jar of Vaseline.
Nice.
I'm that mom, but stays in the car. PJ still, but school first.
Yes.
Laugh out loud, then doll up once I get back home. Hey, Riley, that's the thing. She said lotion don't stop the ashy feet like Vaseline.
That is true.
Hey. My sister's school is same. Banned PJ parents.
Yes.
That is crazy. It's like a
Yes.
nice raincoat is a good investment, I tell you.
I had
If you
I
come
had
to
my
school in
kids in.
PJs,
I
if you
had
come
my
to school in, okay, say.
I would say normally a good coat is an investment, but in that case, when the rain came down, it came down.
Wow.
And the floor, it would be slightly flooded in certain areas. So the water went over your shoes.
There's no chance.
Your wellies would get filled up with water, whatever.
Wow.
And I had a super duper, this is waterproof coat that was for like like people that would go hiking and things like that. So proper, this is waterproof. It was not waterproof, and I'd only be out for 10 minutes. So in some cases, it didn't work. They should have handed us.
Says if you come to school in your PJs, the other moms know you're a woman of leisure whose lifestyle lets her be in her PJs at home all day. And Dawn saying, when we were little, brother had to go to hospital or something. Mom told him to put on clean undies. When they got there, he had 2 pair on. She didn't tell him to take off the dirty ones. Oh my goodness, Dawn! I posted the 3D butterfly blanket in your group putting a border on it now. We saw, Nancy, that was beautiful. I love it. I'm lucky I haven't needed to shave my legs in over 6 years, says Nancy. Nancy, I must tell you, personally, I just don't even have a hair in my legs. So
I'm jealous of you.
No, I mean, I used to as a teenager, but I'm sure it's a hormonal thing. It's been raining here almost every afternoon. It's a rainy season now, says Nancy. Okay, bye-bye, says Reggie. Bye, sweetheart. Thanks for coming in. And check out that link that she dropped earlier and go to her Facebook for the knitting along, the knit along. For those of you, it's a beautiful shawl. Susanna says, a lady posted in our community group to thank all the tradesmen that stopped to help her when her car broke down during the school run, but had a go at them for not stopping a few days earlier. What? I saw Nancy. I saw. It's beautiful. Sorry, Jane, say again.
I was laughing here. I didn't want nobody to think that I was laughing at them. I was just laughing because I was like, I don't even know the last time I saw my legs.
Oh, yes. No, but the thing is, personally, what must I shave? There's nothing to shave. I don't have hair on the legs. But it's been probably 15 years like that. I don't know why. Don't know why. I'm grateful. I am really saving.
When everything hurts, it's just like the leg is the least in your mind, you know.
Oh yes.
I think it's hormonal. I also used to be like, used to look like a man. And now my leg is almost smooth. As you know, it's no, I never was that bad. They look like a man, but yeah,
mine do. I've got a thermal blanket midway through winter. It's brilliant.
She's going to New York on Thursday, Nancy, and our Poppy is going to Australia on Thursday too. So you two are both going on a trip on the same day. I just bet Nancy will get there sooner than Poppy. I stopped shaving legs years ago. Yes, thank you, Jen. We're on the same page. Mine is just gone. There's nothing to shave. And hey, everyone, I miss this, my sweet Ashley. M to the O to the B to the S. Susanna says, apparently she was in a normal clothes 2 days prior, almost same spot on the road. No one stopped. The day she was in silky shorts and string sleeve lingerie when broke down, and 8 tradesmen stopped her help.
I wonder why.
Well, now that sort of paints the picture a little bit different. Riley says, you all have a great day. Gotta hit the shops. Woo! Enjoy what you're gonna buy. Go shopping for us. Hope you buy some yarn.
Well, you're gonna laugh at these. In Brazil, when I was young, we didn't like it. In Brazil, it's kind of like having different countries in the country because it's almost like a different. You can have cultural shock going across the border of each state. That's how crazy it is. So in Rio, that is one of the biggest, not in size, but
excuse me, isn't that like America? Because okay, from my perspective, America is a continent, right? It's a continent, and they are big states. And when you go from one state to another state, things can be very different. Because when I looked at the last week, I told you guys about this 3-hour long podcast I watched, and the guy that showed everything about the Amazon and Brazil and he showed the card, the atlas, the map. That's the right word. Hey, I've got to go through my brain. Tick, 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 which one's the right one? And
what did you just say? What was that in South African?
Card.
Oh, okay. No,
map. I think it's map.
Yeah.
Map in English. Map. But I've got to go. Card, atlas, map. I think it's this one. Then I think, and I saw that they were big, like you were saying now, Jane. It's big, actually. Okay, now for me to understand, when I looked at it, I thought, okay, some things you've told me earlier made sense then, because he was saying how different it is if you go, the people on this side and the people on that, it's like totally different.
So it's different. Like here is kind of like north, south, east, west. So for instance, I'm like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere because traveling was my thing. But I noticed, like, if you're like Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Nevada, Nebraska, you're kind of in the same place. It's a Western thing, like Midwest. Everybody is kind of like, and then you go a little bit more towards one coast, things change a little. Well, I got to tell you, also, it has political.
It's maybe a smoother transition.
But in Brazil, it's a little bit different because it's kind of like it is, for instance, in Rio, is tourism. Everybody there is like, whoa, lay back, and they make money with having fun. Then you go across the border, 6 hours, you go to São Paulo. People has the Japanese kind of culture. Focus on the task, factories,
work.
Industry. They don't sleep in the pods. Who know why? And then you go north, a little bit north to Bahia, and people is not the difference also in the color, but not like color in Brazil doesn't really matter. But but that is kind of like you go like from Japanese Oriental to you go kind of like you go to Africa, and then you move a little bit, and then you just see indigenous, and then you go north, and then it's. But everybody in their own state has some pride on something, like like in Bahia they have the music, in Rio they have tourism, in São Paulo they have business, in the south they have the Germans, the German culture. Go more the farther south you go, the more European you look, and the more middle of the country you look more indigenous. So it's kind of fun. Then you go to Amazon. If you get there, you get eaten by mosquitoes, so you cannot even be anything.
Oh, yes.
All that place is hot and humid. It's 50 Celsius, can get to 50 Celsius, and it's like 100% humid. So, and the mosquitoes there's like from Jumanji,
Let me just quickly catch up, Jane. She says, I tried to wax my legs twice. After the last time, when I had to down a glass of brandy and painkillers, I had to admit defeat and knew it's not for me. Oh my goodness. I have tried to do that.
Waxing. I prefer waxing.
Yeah.
My aunt was a beautician, so she used me as a guinea to learn.
Yeah. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, beautiful ladies. Hello, all in the chat. Okay, let me just say this. For those of you who don't know, Kelly is interviewing moi on Wednesday, so you better check it out. It's going to be my 9 a.m. Eastern and my time 3 p.m. because I know Linda's not having a live, but she's having a members-only live. So I'll be in time for the members-only live for Linda Simpson. But yes, so don't miss
wait a minute.
this.
Funny though.
So
It was
aren't
really-
we doing Friday? Friday?
Yes.
Did
Friday.
you say
It was
Friday?
funny because
Friday.
I
Is it
marked
Friday?
the
Yeah, before
things
your
not
live
loose.
stream. Yeah.
Okay, so
You know,
it's
like
Friday, not
notify-
Wednesday. Okay, there we
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
I made it
You know,
home
when
safe.
you
Michael says
notify, so
hello.
you don't-
Hello, Michael.
Don't lose the live stream. I notify. I was like, oh, Ursula in Kelly. Then I was like, then they showed up again. Hey, this is Kelly and Ursula. It was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
I thought was on your channel, but I notified. I didn't even notice whose channel it was. I just notified, but it was kind of interesting because I was like, no. And let me
Yep.
read this, and I thought it was so interesting. I like the idea members interview that you
Yes.
interview members. Different.
Carla says, yes, things are very different from state to state. Even in the same city, I live in Detroit, and here we say the east side is very different from the west side. Here as well, I tell you, Dinky Jen, hello, Kelly and Jane. And okay, so there it is. Friday,
Yes.
9 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 3 p.m. my time. And my live starts at 5. Okay, so that's what it was. It's not Wednesday, it's Friday. I better remember.
Yeah.
I'll be putting on notes here
You know,
because I know
thanks
it's
to
coming.
my-
I must just remember.
Thanks
Yes.
to my ADHD brain, what I meant to say with that change is in Rio, we don't shave legs. We bleach the hair to almost to disappear. We bleach the hair on your
Wow.
in your legs, in your arms, and then
Oh.
when you tan, that thing look kind of gold, look like a gold hair in your. It
Oh, wow.
was it. Then I moved to Sao Paulo for a year and a half, and everybody looked at me like I was the most disgusting person. And
Oh.
then the person that I was living with, she said, "You got to shave your legs. This is so tacky." You know,
Oh.
so it was kind of like, and then she said, "You want to shave or you want to wax?" I said, "I'll wax because this way is." So it was kind of interesting. That's what I meant with the state to state, that I went like
Yes.
6 hours away. I lived
Wow.
here, drove for 6 hours, and then all of a sudden it was forbidden to have hairy legs.
Yeah.
It was kind of
She
weird.
says I only got waxed once, my lady garden for my wedding,
Oh.
and it did not look like a garden of roses after painkillers all week. Oh
That's
my
terrible.
goodness.
Yes.
So when
Sheila,
we did your
never
legs, he's
ever.
not trained. I'm sorry.
We were run
Those
out of
people
town in
like that.
Mississippi because Michael is black and I'm white. Oh, Cheryl, you know,
Oh.
that's a pity, hey?
Mm.
I can take the waxing. It's the epilator that I can't take, says Carla. I
Yeah.
think that thing gives you a little bit of a shock, doesn't it? The epilator?
does. Or it just
Isn't it?
pulls. Yeah. Like I only did it one time. I was like, I'm
Oh,
good.
listen, Kim,
I'm
we're
fine with
talking.
the
We
epilator.
started off talking about makeup,
Yes.
and I said that Madam Poppy is 10 years younger than me. So, and I was saying what we did for makeup in the 80s, and that it's a totally different ball game today because we didn't do all the contouring they do today.
Yeah, they do a
So
lot of
that
stuff.
when you did have makeup on, you still resembled you. But today, if you take the makeup off and you've done all that, all
I
the
went
things
to
that
school
say, it's
to
a
do
different
makeup.
person. It's like,
Yes.
I used
Sheila,
to
right?
do
Archie with every step.
professional
Oh,
makeup.
yes.
Yep.
Oh.
I went to school for makeup for because see, my best friend in Brazil, he had money, so he wanted to start a company or something. I used to make wedding
Listening
dresses.
while
That was
laying
my
down.
job. That was my job in Brazil, to make wedding dresses. So there was a time in Brazil they started a company
But
that
no knowledge
you
of
hire
makeup.
that company and they do everything for you.
Mm.
So I went to school to do makeup. So we used to make the dress, put makeup on, and then my aunt used to do the hair, and then somebody used to drive the limo. He had everything set up,
That's pretty
and
good.
it was so that's why I learned how to do professional makeup. But nothing compares to what they do today.
Yes, but I used to, because that was my hobby. I did girls' makeup
Mhm.
for what you call prom. So
Oh, okay.
I would do that because they looked pretty afterwards, not
Yes.
not We're not talking today's makeup, guys.
Yes.
I have no knowledge of makeup now. If we were to talk about chapstick, I can get into that conversation of onslaught.
Now, what about the Asian girls? The
How are
Asian
you
girls
doing?
with makeup is even more entertaining when they put makeup, because they put something to open the eye, they put something to narrow the nose, they put little.
I tell you, if
Wow,
that person's without makeup, it's like, who are you?
Yes.
Let's introduce again.
Yes.
Miguel, I hope you feel better soon. I put you on my prayer list, eh?
Yes.
I sent Miguel a photograph because last night, oh, my husband helped me so nicely yesterday. I did a watch me crochet video filming. And it was a day like today, so I could sit outside in the garden.
Yes.
And now I know Jessica loves jazz music. Okay, so I'm not a jazz fan. I haven't discovered it yet. But Jessica is like, jazz is, oh, Mama, that's jazz, and she can just tell you. And so yesterday I thought, with this, this video that then eventually came out, I said to my husband, he was sitting on the video, I said, I'm going to try and just listen to jazz to see what it sounds like. And it so fitted this garden crochet theme, which will only come out like 16 July, okay, guys? It's 16 July.
Okay.
So if jazz is not your thing, put on your own music, put it on mute, put on your own music. But I'm discovering the jazz there, and I did what me as a non-jazz person, non-jazz, don't know it, and what I liked, and so, and I thought to myself, I said to Craig, I think what I must do once, because on the 4th of July, which is next week Monday is the 3rd of July, I have a live stream. On the 4th of July, I'm going for an eye procedure. So the Friday, I will not be with you. Then I said to Craig, I wonder if I shouldn't film behind the scenes for you guys once, to sort of show you, filming on me as I sit here and I'm choosing the music, and then one camera on what I'm doing here. So you can see the process of how I pick the music for Watch Me Crochet. And you can so it'll probably be just an hour, but it will be, instead of a live stream, just a premiere, so you guys can interact, because I cannot be around then. Not this Friday. This Friday's members live stream, Friday, 30 June. The Friday thereafter. So what happened was, Craig was sitting here and it got cold, and he put Miguel's yellow blanket on his leg. And I thought, hey, let me just grab the camera, and I took a picture and I sent it to Miguel on email. I said, hey, you don't show anybody else, because it's got all kinds of things in it. It was just to show him, hey, your blanket is being used. Let me just quickly catch up here. Hope you feel better soon. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. I woke up, she says, I wore makeup on my wedding day, and that was in 2006. I hated it. I was telling them that if Jessica puts on makeup, it literally runs off her face. It looks like someone who's had a jog through the house, or a big cry, and everything's just streaming down her face. And I'm like, oh, this is 10 minutes ago. What happened? You know,
a lady said I have to wear, the same thing they used to fix the eyeshadow, a primer. I have to wear a whole lot of primer to stay on my face. It's just sad.
I love morning jazz music, like coffee house music in the morning. Yes. So let just be clear. Okay, this is only going to be 16 July, but the jazz music you hear on that one is the first time I've chosen the jazz music, and it's literally it's such you get jazz, and it's called jazz and blues genre, and you get sad, happy, bright, whatever. And I chose most of the happy ones, so it really fits the garden happy sit and crochet mood. There was a lot of sunshine, so it's just I think it might be nice. Some of you might I'm discovering music, guys. If you have to do the music and choose the music suddenly, and you've done that I was doing number 24, so I'm like, you have to discover new music genres that you maybe move out of your zone and discover new things.
I've got
thought of you while we were dealing with a huge, tall bobcat and raccoon
Oh.
attack at the same
Wow.
time. Lost a few chickens, but saved my goat.
That's crazy.
Woo, saved your
Lord.
goat. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Bonnie, oh, no.
How
You
the hell
says,
she gonna come up with?
he says, Bonnie, there is a fox urine that can be bought in liquid or pellets to put around. What? My goodness. My poor goat got a couple small punctures, but she was protecting all the babies. Oh my word, Bonnie, that is now a farm life for you. I hated jazz until I listened to Cafe Jazz. YouTube was Cafe Jazz playing in a candle lit cafe, and it's really nice music. Yeah, I mean, I know Jessica loves it, but yesterday I sort of realized, okay, I can also, this can really grow on me, you know. I can understand why she likes it, because she really loves jazz.
Oh,
Good morning,
Jessica,
Bonnie.
who's your favorite? If you're listening,
Bublé, Michael Bublé, definitely. I love the blues and jazz, not the improvised jazz. Crazy. Well, she must say who is her
not
favorite.
jazz, by the way. He's not jazz.
Yeah, he's not jazz.
Okay, no. Okay, well,
I
she
can
must
say
say
that
not
I'm
jazz.
from the UK. He's not jazz.
He is not jazz.
Okay, well, you see, that's how little I know. Well, that's how little I know.
Yeah.
Jessica said,
As a
"Mess with
person
you
that
and
like
one of them
elevator
is
music, is not jazz.
screaming." She said, scream, I'm melting like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. I tell you, Juanita, I didn't know what was going on. I put on this child's makeup. Sun uses some, but with all the rain, it has been horrid. Unfortunately, all the wildlife are losing their habitats, so feel bad for them in this part of Florida. Oh my goodness. I have morning jazz playing now. Actually, every morning I have it playing in the kitchen. As I wake, I think music really helps us ground ourselves at times and get ready for the day. So you call it morning jazz.
Now, who is that, Kim? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, I like all music. You can decide what channel to listen to. So Michael chooses in the truck, but he's getting just as bad. Oh my goodness. Triple digits here this week and still no rain. Oh, I absolutely know what that feels like to have no rain and triple digits.
I like jazz, but there is a specific time that I need to listen to jazz. It's when I'm doing things that need to relax me. But jazz cannot be too relaxing if not I fall asleep. So I do things. My husband laughs because I have different playlists for different things I do. You know, like clean the house is just. I have one that says clean the house. Because they say what you listen will affect the speed of what you're doing.
That's true. That's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
that's just cleaning the house for me is time when I blast Shania Twain out, mate.
You need a little upbeat.
I'm going to choose the thing. I don't want to put you to sleep, but I want to keep you calm. So that's when I choose my Watch Me Crochet music. I don't want them to fall asleep. I don't want them to be stressed out. So let's keep them calm but awake. So that's the motto.
All right, I'm gonna drop one in the link for you guys.
Dealing with jazz coffee houses and jazz in Brazil is a little bit like bossa as well.
Bossa nova, that's the good stuff. Yeah,
we dropped the nova many moons ago. I'm not sure why we just say bossa, but
yeah. Well, that's what they called it back in the day.
Bossa, and it is fun. It makes
got a nice flow. But anyway, I'm gonna drop one in the link. This is a gentleman from Pittsburgh. His name is Ahmad Jamal. He is 100 years old. If he hasn't, like every day, I'm kind of going. He's really 100. I'm kind of So I'm like sweating it out for Ahmad Jamal because he's up there. If he hasn't, I'm going to drop it in the link. So
if anybody wants to type exclamation weather and then a space and then your city so we can see what your weather is like. I forget to tell you guys, Kelly, but my iTunes is all over the place. There is jazz, rap, Christian, lots of indie, folk, pop, R&B, and some country. Oh, I tell you, I love country I love the guitar. I love the cello. So I love the classical as well, but it has to be, it has to be in a certain. We probably all love a little bit of everything. It just has to sound the way you want it to sound.
I hate to say I love everything but country. With country, you get kicked out of my car. But
We have had too much, and all week expected again. We got drenched grocery shopping last night. What? Drenched grocery shopping. There are different types of jazz. You have the Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Then you have the Kenny G jazz that we call smooth jazz. Oh, Kenny G. Man, those were the years. I love Bossa Nova. We have a restaurant called Bossa Nova. A lovely restaurant.
reminds me of a girl of Ipanema that people actually don't know that she's real. There is really a girl from Ipanema, So everybody asks me about that song when they know I'm a Brazilian, and I say no, it wasn't just it was real girl of Ipanema, and then I had to tell, like in Brazil, especially in Rio, every little chunk of I cannot say this word because I always come out as cuss word by the ocean. So there is Ipanema, Leblon, Copacabana, and it's kind of like Miss Colorado, Miss Utah. So there is a girl. So the girl of Ipanema, she's still alive. She's very beautiful. I can't believe she's still beautiful at her age. Makes me angry. Just kidding.
Dawn, you're so funny. She says, Mom always put on show tunes. My fair lady, when she cleaned, when we knew when that started, we left the house, so we didn't get stuck helping. That is so funny. I put on certain music at night, and when that music starts playing, it means, guys, and in a little while, we are going to bed. So just tone down in about 45 minutes. So I go and I switch off the big lights, and now it's just dimmer lighting. And for 45 minutes, that music plays, and thereafter, it's okay, guys. Is everything done? There's lights off. Go to bed. But then it really helps. That's why it helps if you have a routine, like 3 or 4 things you do. You do this, then you do that, then you do that, then you do that, and you go to bed. Because you sort of train your mind to go to sleep that way. I guess, especially if you've got a sleeping problem. I got a sleeping problem. So it helps for me to just do that, and if a little bit of that is reading, then do that. Different strokes for different folks. There you go. It's exclamation, weather, space. There we go, Norfolk. Hi, Kim, Juanita, and everyone. I miss Sis Miguel. Let's have a look, see what you guys.
Just joking about the country. I always joke about that. I don't hate country. I have a couple songs in country, but
Dawn does the same now. Now I do the same. Oh my goodness. But my kids actually prefer that I put this music on because they both, the first time I did it was probably 2 years ago, and I came across this music again that I used for them as kids. I think it was up till Jessica was about 8. And I just put it on because it just calms everybody. It was a choice of 3 types of music. Choir music was the one, and then classical the other one, and then I can't remember the third one. And they now, when they were much older, they were like, oh, some good memories. Play that.
Yeah, I used to have classical.
Then I said, okay.
People asleep too, so they'd have a little radio going in their room with classical going, because scientists have done a couple of tests, and they say that if you play classical music to children, it helps enhance brain patterns while they're sleeping. So it should make them brainier. And mine needed that because they got me as a mum.
I need them more brainier too. I think adults can do with it too. So definitely.
I don't babysit that frequently.
Yeah,
but
it's in the chat. Ugh.
Everybody wonder what the heck I do with the kids. I actually, there is a channel called Relax My Dog. It has some.
Really?
Just there is some waves. It's called subneural waves. I think that's how it's called. that calms the animal, but it calms us too. So when I have kids in the house, I play Relax My Dog, Fireworks.
My dog.
Fireworks. Because dogs are afraid of fireworks, right?
Yeah.
So that the wave on that music is to calm down to the max. So everybody wonders why the kids in my house is like, I'm tired. All of a sudden, the parents come back, there's kids sleeping everywhere. I'm awful. But, I kind of listen to that music.
That's
She's
clever.
giving the kids power naps,
There
so
you
when
go.
they go home, they do lally at home.
Yeah,
That's
try one day. They're called
Susanna.
Relax My Dog. It's a channel on YouTube, but they have also music on with Spotify or
Oh,
whatever.
wow.
See, I listened to him in February. That's ironic. I listened to him in like February or March, and I was kind of sweating it out. Like I knew he was getting up there in age. But anyway, Pittsburgh,
Oh,
there are a
wow.
lot of piano jazz people. If you're into
Yeah.
piano jazz, there's a
Wow.
bunch, and he was one of them. Yeah.
I'm such a routine person. I have to have one, and we did that with our kids. I had a CD of classical music that I played in their rooms every night since they were born.
Yep.
And when we traveled, we could play that music, and they would be asleep within minutes. I tell you what,
perfect.
it was amazing. My son, when Jessica had her first cancer, what I would do is I would work half day. So 1 o'clock, I would leave work, and my son would be in the back because he went to the same center for his early intervention for autism. So I would drive to the hospital, get there, then he would already have just eaten. Okay, so we go to the hospital, 20-minute drive quickly. We get there, I would put him in the recliner. I would say to him, okay, it's time for sleep. He would go and sit in the recliner. I would put a receiving blanket, like a scarf, over here, right? And I would, just like a little thing over here. And he would be lying back, and this thing would be here. And I would literally go, over from his forehead with my finger over his nose. And I say, okay, it's time to sleep now, eh? And I would have closed the curtains a bit, so it's a bit, the light is dimmed in the room. And literally 5 strokes is gone. And then I could visit with Jessica.
Yes.
So that I haven't seen her now for how many hours? And I would spend an hour or 3 there. Then I go home, cook, bath, put makeup on as if I'm going to work, get everything ready for work the next day. But it's as if I'm going to work now. Then I go back to the hospital and then I sleep in that recliner. Yep. And I literally the next morning get up, brush my teeth, go to work again. But my mom would then come and swap with me because she would take my son home, and then they would eat and whatever, come home, they come the next morning again, and she would give me my son, bye daughter, with the son go to work, 1 o'clock, I repeat.
Yeah.
Hey, you do what you must do when you must do it, eh? I don't think I'm up for that now, but when you go through it, you go through it. Yeah. Warren, it's lovely in Warren, hey? 62 is 20. That's okay. That's like what we've got today, more or less.
Yeah.
And for you guys that like cats, there is also Relax My Cat. Except
I have to go and harvest some greens. My kids killed the pot I made on Saturday. Okay, Juanita.
They're supposed
Miguel,
to be
I'm jealous of your garden, Juanita. Gonna do an update on my fig tree. It is beyond loaded. You know what? That is one thing that we do not have an abundance of here, and that I love. My gran had at least 2 fig trees in her garden when we grew up. And you used to be able to go to the tree when they are ripe and just take them off and eat them.
The sweetest thing,
hello,
isn't it?
Another dawn. I learned about Owen Granny Square when Crafting Kitty did her monthly creator spotlight. I must go and check it out. Let me write it down. Crafting Kitty.
Okay, she wrote it down. Now she's gonna check it out.
No, I think you're I've heard about this crop, and I must just check this out because this is so kind. And I just, I hear about it and then I get so sidetracked, forget about it. Man, Thank you so much, sweetie, for coming over. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Type exclamation weather, space, and your city name so we can know what the weather's like by you. Sheila, my herbs are all growing like crazy in the rain. Time to start dehydrator going today. Oregano, basil, sage, rosemary, enough to last a year. Lemongrass and chamomile too. Woo!
I love the smell of lemongrass.
That's a lot. Oh,
That's
you
great.
know,
Sorry, Ursula, is exclamation weather? Because I haven't seen
exclamation weather,
Yeah, I did it earlier. It came up.
Space. Your city.
whatever your city is.
Yes.
Welcome in, another yarn, and good to see you, says Kim from Yarning for a Smile. My neighbor that shares the fence is waiting with bated breath to harvest the ones on his side. Laugh out loud. I told him another week or so sooner if we get good weather. Oh, Juanita, that sounds fantastic. You're so welcome. If you want to share your first name with us, that's Tina from Camper 14. Good morning, Ocean friends. Hello, my sweetheart. Another yarn. If you want to share your first name with us, you can. You don't have to. Kim says, my blueberries did not do well this year at all, and it's breaking my heart. Where is Warren? Carla is asking.
Oh my gosh, who lives in Castle Rock? I lived in Palmer Lake. I was always in Castle Rock. I'm sorry, I get so excited because I'm native-ish of Colorado. Colorado is my place of birth of the United States. I was born in Brazil, landed in Utah, moved to Colorado, and it's like I was dormant in Utah, and then I just grew. I grew
in Colorado.
I learned English. I went to college. I got great jobs. I met people. I'm going to tell you, if anybody's out of the country, go to Colorado. You're going to love Colorado. You know, as I think in Colorado, there is less cultural shock because people, at least when I was
depends
there,
where you're coming from.
That's what I was going to say. It depends.
I'm Colorado they don't reject you. They embrace you and they celebrate you. You know, they have in different locations. They have festivities from your country in everywhere in Colorado. There is Portuguese, there's Brazilians, there is French, there is Italian, there's all kind of thing, and I love that.
A smart effect sounds like a smart effect in Colorado.
Yes, a melting pot there. They have
they celebrate things.
I love it. You know, instead of saying, but it's. I'm sorry, people. I love Colorado, and I cannot lie.
My dad was very musical. I grew up with a love of different types of music. Because of him, I can listen to jazz, classical, opera, country, right through to rock, etc. Elmarie, that sounds fantastic. There you go. Nice. And here it is. This is Jane. No, another yarn. Weather. Castle Rock, Colorado. Oh, that we go. And that's James Fremont. You can type your code as well. You guys know what your codes are.
The thing I was curious because there is.
It's 14 Celsius. Let's go.
I was end up in Fremont, California. That's what I think is funny. I wanted to see if it would show up Fremont, California or Fremont, Nebraska.
Shannon, pleased to meet you. Shannon from Another Yarn. I'm writing down so I'll remember. I'm still like the 80s. If you write it down, you more able to remember than just, okay, I'll remember that. No, I won't. So
yes, that's not where I am, Ursula. That's Fremont, California.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why you have to put the state, because there's multiple names.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good
and
morning,
somebody said, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, you do, because there's a lot of, multiple names.
I think it's Shannon. I think she said her name is Shannon. Shannon, yes. There you go. I love it, Kelly, when you can just say it the American way like that, like, mwah, nailed it.
You'll get caught out at some point, though.
Off to work. Baba, my
Okay.
sweetheart, have a blessed Monday.
Yep.
She says, Shannon says, how crazy. You were also in Castle Rock. I've been here for over 20 years and love it. Oh, wow. I've been to Durango, Colorado. No desire to go back.
Oh.
Is that CO, Colorado? Hey.
Oh, and there is a place in Colorado, Ursula, that everybody says, not just me. It's kind of like heaven's open, and there is the column of light, and you can hear the angels singing. It's like called Estes Park.
Never heard of
it.
That place is kind of like heaven.
Wow.
The whole thing, the place is perfect, but only the rich can live there because it's too expensive. It's in the mountains. But you know that everything there is perfect.
Well, it should be. You know what I mean? Money solves a lot of things. I hate to say
Cheryl, that's fantastic.
Well, money was able to acquire the place there, but there is poor people that live there because there is McDonald's, there is grocery store. Gotta have people working. You cannot be just the wealth, but it's perfect. Like the trees, the mountains.
Working on.
The elks.
Wait, let me quickly solo but you see, my fingers are not as quick as I try. And then this thing is even slower. I press and then I must even wait for this thing. So there we go.
That's okay. I was just waiting for a little bit of downtime. And this is the latest pattern that went out on my channel. I'll just pop the link in for you all now. It's a lavender flower posy sort of scenario. But basically what it is a coaster to pop your cups on. But you can, of course, tie it up.
You can tie it up like that. I like it. Oh, I love that lavender one. Ooh,
yeah, I love this one. So tie it up like lavender.
This. Oh, that's great, Shannon.
And then pop a brooch back on the back, and you can actually have it on your clothing.
Yes.
Like so that's the second one out of the set, because the first one I did show a couple of weeks ago is the Rosy Posy one as well. I cannot find the other half of that one where it's bunched up.
There are 11 spills in one Canada. Oh, and one is in Canada.
Yeah, you see.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Poppy. Go for it.
Yep. So it'll look something like this when you bunch it up and pop a flower around it. But if you pop some stuffing in there, you can put some natural oils on the stuffing to fragrance the room wherever you decide to put it. Or, of course, have it out like this on your table. And while I'm away, this one's a big one. While I'm away, there's also going to be a dandy poster.
I love it.
And you could also use this one as an embellishment to pop on, say, a blanket, because of the size of it. It's quite a nice design.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so
you don't have one that's already bound up.
In a few weeks.
No. Oh no, you don't bind that up the way that you do the lavender one, eh?
No. I don't know. You probably could. I haven't actually tried it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you would fold that one, to be honest, because there's so many petals.
Yes. But it looks a bit smaller. The center looks a bit smaller as well.
No, the center is exactly the same size. It looked like that, I suppose.
Oh, I like that. I like that, because if that petals is whatever the color is, it could match it with anything. Hello, Nicolini. Welcome in. That's adorable. I love the lavender.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that people started making flowers, because
I just jumped over and subscribe. I'd love to make those coasters, says Shannon.
So the two other videos are already out. And this one here won't be out until a couple of weeks' time. It's while I'm away, you see. So that's why I thought I'd tell you all now about
it. Going to Down Under.
Yep.
Is that it?
Nice. The Outlaws. Yeah, those are pretty much the only things I've got that I can show crochet wise today.
No, don't.
Those are good.
Don't make it even sound like an apology, not even slightly, because if you could show something, that's great. Shannon, I'm so glad that you worked on the Count My Blessings shawl. And then there's the beautiful friend one. I've got a how do you say, a bundle sale going on in my Ravelry store till Friday. But Shannon, let me just show you. This one behind me is coming out now. It'll be a free tutorial. Poppy, you wanted to go get something.
Did I? Oh, the sheep.
Yes.
Oh, sorry if I flashed. He's off in here.
No, I mean, I thought she was gonna. I'm waiting for something else to be shown because she was gonna go get something. So before she did that, I wanted to just tell Shannon there's another tutorial coming out for her. Get your 1,000-meter cake so you can make it. Did I push? There you go. See, this thing takes so long to go solo. Man, there you go, Poppy. Oh,
so this little guy. Oh, not little. This one's made with Pato Everyday DK acrylic yarn. Okay, so he's bigger than what the pattern would be if you use the same yarn that's in the book. I borrowed it from the library. It's this one here, and this is the last chance I'm going to get to show you because I've got to take this back this afternoon. So it's from the Aragurumi Treasures. Lovely pattern to work, but it is very labour intensive, and it does take forever when you've made the main body of this little guy up, because the hair is all chaining.
I love it.
So the hair is all what?
Yeah, all of this is chaining.
Oh, fuzzy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, indeed. And
that must have been a lot.
Well, yeah, because what you do is you actually make the teddy itself first.
Yes.
Like this section all first.
Yeah.
Love the sheep.
Don't join it.
What a sheep.
Never join it.
Right.
So and then you add the hair on secondary. So you add the hair here, then the hair to the body, then sew it together.
It's
cute.
It's beautiful.
But he's going out to my brother, who was meant to have got sent out last week, but pulled a leg muscle, so I didn't do that. My brother will wait. And he's going with a little posy coaster as well.
Yep.
So
what will you do for eyes? Oh, I love that posy. I love
I do too.
So that's exactly the same. That's the rose coaster.
Yes, but can you see that color is everything, guys?
Yes.
I tell you, you can do one thing in color and it will pass someone by. You do it in a different color and it attracts that person.
Yep.
It's amazing what color can do. Look at that.
I like the pink and the purple.
The one in your one hand is purple. Is it purple?
This one's purple and this one's
no,
pink.
that one is now my absolute favorite because look at that. That's like pow.
Yeah.
Mine too.
What do you do for eyes?
Yeah, for me, the purple doesn't show up too well on camera though. So, but it looks a lot more I think it looks a bit more spectacular because it's got this stupid material around it that I've just bunched around when I was tying it up. And so it looks more like Right, sorry, what was that?
What do you do for eyes?
He has got the press-in eyes, but these ones have got like a white colour around them.
They do. I didn't see the eyes before.
They're the right size. They're the size. Well, they're bigger than the size the pattern calls for, but because they've got a white outer to them, they look smaller. It was either this one or some red outers, and I'm sorry, I know she likes sheep, so it's not like I put devil eyes on it. If I knew she didn't like sheep, I would have put devil eyes on.
Oh,
but yeah,
beautiful.
So that's what he'll look like.
She's going off to work.
I wish I could have made those things. I just can't.
No, you know what? I think it's the angle. I think, Poppy, it's why Miguel asked what you're doing for eyes. It's the angle that we saw it at. We just saw the face and we didn't see eyes. Now we've seen eyes. Now, yes, it's just the angle. Because if we were seated on a table and we would walk by, we would see it. Hey, man, the weather's changing here. There's a cold wind blowing in here now. I don't appreciate that cold wind.
So I've got
making of things changing color and yarn size. Oh, original in worsted. Try it in fingering to make a matching miniature.
Yeah, I'm about to. I've set up for my next video, which is showing that book and the second one in the series, because I've made items from both.
Yes.
But each of the items I've made, I've used different style of yarn.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So one, I've used a cotton that's equivalent to what they're saying in the book.
Yep.
I've also used an acrylic 100-gram ball of a 3-weight. And I've also used, you're going to love this one, it's not the right color though, but I've also used the Spirit Signet boho as well.
Oh, wait a minute.
I've thrown in
Mississippi to Mississippi.
Oh, it is the same one.
Is that a roving yarn?
It is.
No, this is a DK weight.
Hey,
This one's not designed to rove, as in get thicker.
It looks like landscape from Lion Brand.
It looks like
yes,
it is. Yeah.
But you made that. Wow.
It's got exactly the same. They're exactly the same colours as the landscape. But instead of that being classed as a 4, isn't it? Because it goes up and down in size. This one is all DK, so it's all pretty much the same thickness throughout. There isn't
it's beautiful
variation like there is with the Lion Brand version.
Okay. Yeah, but it is a roving. It's not spun that tight. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
That's nice.
I know what you mean, but it's that must be beautiful. But look at that. I wouldn't have thought you could do amigurumi with that, and you did it.
Yeah, neither would I.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wasn't too sure either, but I was like, I love these colours, and what else?
I have this
at that point. I only had a couple of balls. I didn't have enough to make.
Does it get fuzzy?
Sorry?
Because the landscape
does it get fuzzy?
He sits on my shelf, so he doesn't get a lot of handling unless I'm showing him. If you look closely, I don't know if it's going to focus in. There is a little bit of a fuzzy.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me just do that, and you can show the solo, the thingy, one Mississippi.
Just a little bit of a halo. Yeah,
just a little bit of a halo, but because I knew he was going on the shelf. That's why I didn't mind what yarn I was using as much.
Right.
Not only that, I desperately wanted to make him, and I wasn't going to cough up the cash for the cotton that they use in the book because it was quite expensive.
I believe it.
It was actually cheaper.
Yes.
My question is, because I love this yarn, I think when you crochet or knit with it, it feels like butter. It's so soft and but every time I finish the project, it looks already used. I am a person that I don't like the fuzzy thing. To me, makes it look like was used a couple times.
Right.
So I stopped making even though somebody might look and think it's the fiber, but to me it makes it look used. So I stopped making hats with it.
Yeah, I think with the men's Oh, okay. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, and also Michael's has.
It looks a lot. Yes, it looks a lot. That Unforgettable looks a lot like landscapes and looks a lot like our what was our one called? We have a copy one of that, but it looks exactly the same thing. It's just got another label. I think it's called Rainbow or something like that. But it's
and then Michael's has one called Facets. Michael's
are absolutely wonderful to put on your D.
Except Ursula, your cake is almost a third bigger than ours. Our cake is getting the same price, but it's getting smaller. I remember some of the cake was almost 1,000 meters, and now it's about 700.
That's disgusting.
Interesting.
It's like chocolate is getting smaller.
It's going everywhere, isn't it?
Love it. I mean, crazy about them. Ooh, yes.
I'm sorry, honey. They're gonna have to stay with me. I love them too much. I'm not making them again. The sheep's going.
No, I mean it's fantastic.
Yes. Oh, can I say one thing? Make sure you check out Ursula's. I'm interviewing Ursula. This coming Friday.
Community tab because it's Friday. I got it wrong. I thought it's Wednesday, but it's Friday.
Yep. So that's what's going on my channel.
This time Friday, isn't it?
Yes.
Are you accepting questions?
It's coming up soon. So anyway,
are you accepting questions to ask Ursula?
Okay. Well, okay. No, I have
your community tab.
It's real. Okay, I guess you can do that. I was gonna just like I usually like to I'm interviewing my members just to give them a little boost. Although Ursula doesn't need a boost. I mean, she needs a boost, but she doesn't need a boost.
No, but you know why I laugh when you say that, because I'm like,
I mean, you need a boost, but you don't need a boost.
No, physically compared to me, you're small. You want to give me a boost? I'm like, you want to move? You're going to give me a boost. I'm like thinking of picking someone up, and I'm like, you're too small to give me a boost.
A little boost. A little boost. I mean,
you just never know.
I only heard Kelly's response, but what was Jane's sentence that she said? I heard Kelly respond to something Jane said, but what I missed her sentence.
Yeah, she said to post something on the community tab if people were curious to ask you. Yes. And I always tell Ursula, like, I try to, when I interview people, I try to be real, like, generic, like not real nosy, but I say I always kind of leave it up to them as to how much they want to divulge, you know, personal, channel, crochet, you know, whatever hobbies and things like that. So it's real basic.
Friday. Elmarie, it's Friday this time. This time in 10 minutes.
Yes.
3 p.m. our time, Friday. Yes. Okay, I'll definitely try to be
there. So it'll be square.
Be there or be square. Be there or be square.
Then it'll be my members live.
Yes.
For 1 hour. And then it'll be the normal public live stream for 2 hours. On Friday.
You are going to be
I'm sorry, be there, be square. Granny square.
Yes.
It's saying like that, be there or be square. And they actually don't mean square. They mean out of fashion. Square.
Well, no, if you don't come, then you're out of fashion.
Yeah.
If you don't come, you're
I'm going to watch the replay, so I'm still there, but
it's not cool. Often, almost overshare. Folks be like, Granny did that? Granny D. One day,
yes.
I remember sitting in your live stream and you were saying something that, you know, when someone says something and you absolutely did not anticipate that to be their next sentence. I mean, I tell you, I nearly lost my coffee. So it was one of those moments. And I'm like, but all on my own lonesome here, no one saw that. It was just like me, like, what did Jesus say? And I know I wasn't the only one in that chat sitting at their places where they live, losing their coffee. It was just funny. Granny D, you are so funny. Granny D, are you off your 666 yet? You know, because I did shout you out on my community tab to say, let's get her off this 666 because she just needs 9 members to get to the 667. Hello, Granny T. She said, I tend to overshare too. I still have some unforgettable in my stash. Wait, where is she? Cara said, I still have, man, you see this thing? I touch it. It looks like it's not responding. I touch it again and it over responds. It's like, are you sensitive today?
The thing is on
steroids. I still have some unforgettable. Yes, there you go. I'm out of fashion, like that is so funny. Out of fashion, like 80s makeup in 2023. You're so funny. Yeah, Kim, I started saying early on in the life, I said, when you're my age, 54, and we grew up with, well, in our time when you're like a young lady, we had big hair and the black eyeliner and the waterproof mascara and the stuff like that, right? You even had blue mascara and a blue pen that you used to put on. And I remember one said to me, I had a pink suit on, a hot pink suit, right? And obviously the same eyeshadow. And he was a German, and he came, and I was sitting at my desk, very formal and everything. It was just a hot pink suit. And he came and he sat down there and he said to me, "Do you know that? Do you know that the color of your suit has gone off to be on your eyes, you know?" And he said it in Afrikaans. He said, "Weet jy dat jou pakkie se kleur het afgesmeer op jou oë?" And I'm like, Yes, I know. That's on purpose. It's supposed to match. Like my nails. Everything was match. It's like, hey, you know what? When I started working, okay, this just goes to show. Okay, now, and I mustn't say it goes to show because, hey, heaven forbid there's someone like this in the chat. But when I was in 1991, you know that I used to change my nail color. If I was going to wear this or that suit on that day, I would change my nail color to suit that. And I look back at that and I think, girl, you had no worries. That's the only time you can live like that, when there's nothing more important on your schedule than the nail color that must match my suit 2 days from now. So it's like crazy. Wait, let me catch up, guys, because you're just chatting up a storm here. There you go. Jessica says, be right back. Where are you going? Jess, where are you going? Why? Why be right back? Take me with you. You're not leaving mother behind. I am your mother. You'll listen to me.
No, stop singing that song. It's driving me crazy.
Remember the 80s? All the neons and the big hair, sis. Shannon.
That's the thing,
Maybe.
though. When I was at school,
mum-
like early 90s, all the girls were still doing a blue eyeliner.
Yes, it's just that time. Yes.
Yeah, and
The
then it
last
goes
time I
away
went
for a
for a
couple of
festival-
years, and then it comes back again. It's probably due in next week.
Yes,
Oh,
but
not a trend.
everything comes back. I mean, I'm waiting for the bell bottoms to come back. So there was a.
No,
okay, let me just,
no,
Sheila says,
no.
the last thing
I
I
don't
learned
want the
crochet was
bottoms back, please.
a little waistcoat for me at 8:11 for my first afternoon roller disco. Yes. What about that? What about discos? When it was let's go disco with our ABBA songs and our it's like, hey, that was something.
I never sort of got out of that age.
Say again.
Although I was at school in the early 90s, I've always had a great obsession with the 80s anyway. Always loved music, always loved
It shaped
like
the
makeup
90s.
and stuff. Never managed to copy it, mind. But then I also loved the 70s and the 60s. My music collection is so mixed. It looks like it was like owned by a radio station. I don't think there is a music type that I haven't actually got. Although I've got preferences, but normally it's a song that I not even a band. Sorry?
You have country?
Yeah, country from 1960s.
Oh, you got the real country.
Real country. Yeah. Yes, I like it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've got 1960s ish, I think. I can't remember the name of the tracks offhand because it's actually in my car, so I can't get it.
The thing that shocks my husband is that I don't like country, but I love bluegrass.
Yes.
And he said it's just a little bit different.
It is different.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, but no, see, not the end. I want to tell you this. She says, I was working in the office where I had to be Sunday dressed and made up every day. I was late one day, no makeup. One of my bosses asked me if I was sick. Now, that's what I was saying.
Yep.
When in my time, if you didn't have makeup on, all they would consistently ask me, if that happened, was, are you not feeling well? Are you sick today?
Yes.
That's what I would get, which is why I wore makeup.
Yes.
But I say, if you do that today, they would be like, who are you? Can we be introduced? They wouldn't recognize me because of the makeup tricks they have today. But then I don't believe in waiting for a fashion to come back. If you like it, wear it. Hey, Miranda, there you go. She's smashing it. My partner and I won a disco dance contest in 79.
Right in the middle. Half of people like makeup and love makeup and wear makeup, and there is the natural people.
Natural, yeah, like Jessica. How can it be that I, who is girly with makeup and everything, gets a daughter who is unnatural? Isn't that unnatural?
Something years old. My mom wear makeup, fix her hair, change her hair color, da-da-da-da-da. And my mom came to visit me, and here I am, clean face and gray hair, or this, she hates this. And and I'm very like she has heels, like a little heel, and I have Crocs, and it's just like. And she said, "You
Total
make me look
opposites, isn't it?
bad."
Crocs.
She said to me, because she can't, she in her head she can't understand why I'm so boho, and she is not, you know, or and there is no happy medium between us. There is no place of
There is no
either.
place.
So with a lot of protest, I changed my hair color just so she would leave me alone, because I don't have grays and you're like 50-50, and I was like, so I changed my hair. So I said, Mom, I don't want to change my hair. Every time I change my hair, I lose whatever I have.
Yes.
I lost all my hair, and I said, are you happy now? Now I'm gonna have to do what you're not gonna like it. And then she went to bed. I wake up bald. I shave it off. She almost died. So I was cool. I loved it, you know. But I love to say, so, you know, things like that. But I think it's very normal for your kids sometimes to be 100% different from you. You know, it's possible. I guess it's very common.
Yeah.
Let me just catch up.
Yep.
Shannon said, at this age, I wear what I want. I just wore a neon cardigan creation to work. My boss was in a 3-piece suit. We had meetings together. And she says, the ones in there is a single pane and there is so much heat air transfer. I would rather do it right and more of a long-term setup. Elmarie says, I can handle the 80s makeup and hair, but those different colored bodysuits and leggings and leg warmers that everyone wore while doing a fitness video, that was a bit much. Yes, I know that.
Crochet leggings.
She is just like my daughter, so much. Carla, I wear my shocking pink Crocs, and I'm waiting to order my orange Crocs. And then for summer, I have my canary yellow
Oh my goodness.
slips. And then only because they didn't have another bright color, the other one is a pale blue. I tell you, I mean, it's the most comfortable shoes. And now I don't have to, I'm not working anymore. I don't have to dress up in everything else. The only other shoes I have is like boots, nice boots, leather boots. So
my husband detests them. So like I can't, like it's too much pain. Like
but you know, Crocs are not good for your feet.
I have no idea, but even if I wanted Crocs, I couldn't get them.
Because
they mess up your arch.
Sunburn.
They can mess up your arch and plantar fasciitis.
No. Listen, I've got Crocs that are this high heels. High heels.
Yes, but they don't have the structure.
I put it on. It's like walking on air. It's like.
I agree with you. I think Crocs are the most comfortable, but medically speaking, they don't have the support that your feet need. So therefore, they can mess up your feet. But I think they are comfortable. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to be so comfortable and be bad for you.
They were designed to be worn in kitchens by chefs. They weren't designed for the general public.
Yes. Hey, Ursula, check your basement.
You've got 10 pairs. Sorry.
Yeah, check your basement. Maybe.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, wait.
Is anybody in there?
I don't see anybody in the basement. Wait, is there someone in the basement?
I thought there
anybody wants to come up, you're welcome.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so I could be wrong. Okay.
No, I don't see anybody. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome. Come up. Let me see.
Yes, no, someone typed in the private chat.
Yeah,
I thought they might be there.
I always miss private chat, man. Juanita, Juanita, my sweetheart, you want to come up anytime. You're welcome. Yes. I have my bright tie-dyed Crocs and clear ones for winter to show off my knitted socks. Oh wow. Carla, you've got 10 pairs. Okay, I've got my 4 that I go along with.
Yes.
Debbie, hello.
I go, Kelly.
Oh, nice.
Okay, wait. Let me see. Wait, you've got to. I'm gonna solo. Wait a minute. Let me just give me a moment.
Yes.
Ooh, Juanita.
I got an order for this one, and then I got an order for the other ones. And
there's Juanita. Hey, girl.
I had to separate everything.
Yes,
that's beautiful.
but I don't have the dark green yet.
Yes.
I have been looking for it. They have to.
I have
the
also.
colors I don't have it.
Yes.
I'm going to
What does
jump
she
down
have?
now.
Orthotics. What does she have?
Ursula,
Orthotics. I have to wear. Okay, Poppy. Thank you,
I'm
my
gonna jump down. I've
sweetheart.
got to start
you.
back. See you later.
Okay,
I'll
we'll
leave
see
you
you.
playing and listen.
Yep.
Bye, my sweetheart.
Hi, Carla.
I have the tie-dye. She's got the tie-dyes too. Carla's
Fancy.
Croc fan.
Yes. Yeah, my husband hates
Okay, I'm
them.
going to
It's a
solo
shame.
you, Juanita. Can I
Okay.
solo you? You want to show
Yes,
that?
Juanita.
I'm going to solo you, my sweetheart. Okay, there you go. Wait, let me see. It takes a moment. Are you spinning?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, my sweetie.
Fiber that my husband
What?
got. Yeah.
Bye, Poppy. Safe travels. There you go.
But as you can see, I don't wear makeup. It covers up my freckles.
No, all is good.
I
Yes.
love
Good.
freckles.
You,
I love
you make
it.
that look so easy.
Yes.
I wish I had some. Once I went and I stayed 8 hours in the sun straight to see if I
Hey,
got.
but people who have freckles usually don't appreciate them. I had a friend in the last year of school, and she had dark brown hair, big blue eyes, palest skin ever, and brown freckles. And it was like, man, it was like someone painted them there, because they were literally like this, right? And then a little bit over the nose, and then the entire cheek. So, and then a few on the, but it was literally like, because you find that with you usually find red-headed people with freckles.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, mine is not freckles, it's pigmentation, but usually she was dark brown hair and this blue eyes and pale skin, and then there's dark brown freckles. It looked like they were painted on. I loved them. She didn't like them.
Yeah.
I love
I'm like,
freckles.
it's so nice.
The big
But
ones.
no, it's not nice. I've been looking at some Crocs in the artist field recently, and I feel I have to wear flat shoes. If I wear them, they are going to be cute. No dull colors for me. Listen, you always had to wear what work prescribed, which is mostly what shades of gray, blue, brown, white, navy. That's it. Now I want to break out. When are we ever going to break out? I could do that before 18, and now I've got to wait till 54 to do it again. So like, break out.
Well,
at
least when you're proud, we go, where's Ursula? Look down. Look at.
we won't miss you.
I've been walking on my hands so you can see my pink Crocs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lady. She has the bright pink or green scarf, and then the shoes is so bright you gotta wear shades to look at it. I think it's cool though. I think I think you should do what makes you happy. Because we go through so much thing. Don't do this, don't do that. You gotta act this way.
That's
you gotta
true.
act that way. You gotta act your age. You've never been that age before. How you supposed to know how you're supposed to act? Do this, do that, and then I think after the 50s, you just go like, I'm gonna be myself. I think there is a thing of beauty of being older.
That was the hippie age, isn't it?
Yeah, that you don't need to fit in. You're okay being yourself. And I think I wish we were like this when we were younger. But I guess it's part of growing, is to accept yourself finally as you are.
Yep. That's
It takes a while. I think it takes a while.
My husband likes.
I love to knit socks, and they are great with Crocs. Carla, I'm really thinking of. I've never knitted socks, but I'm really thinking of knitting socks myself to go with my pink Crocs and my orange Crocs that I want to buy now. So, because it's so lovely to wear Crocs in winter because you just change socks and your feet are always warm, never squashed. I just love it.
That's true.
Kaylin, that's why I love Betsy Johnson. All right.
She wears bright colors. She does. Yep.
Juanita, that looks like cotton candy, says Miguel.
It does.
Let me just see that color. Oh, and wait a minute. Wait. One Mississippi, two Mississippi, because that looks like a sparkle in there. Did I see sparkle?
No. Oh, you see might have saw my rings.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
look at
pretty.
that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was too
Pretty
quick.
color.
Hello, one Mississippi, two Mississippi. Can you do that? So there we go. By the camera. Look. Beautiful. The
Mhm.
colors, there's like a blues and greens in there, isn't it?
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty. Love the clear Crocs, says that way your knitted socks show through. I will
Oh.
add a photo to my community tab. Hang on. Hey. Yeah, I'd love to see that. When you say that looks like cotton candy, says
I still cannot get rid of my Navajo.
love Crocs, even though mine are the fake Crocs, says Miguel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Farah says, yes, all the beautiful yarns are lovely with Crocs. I wear mine all year round, even in the cold winter. For me, the Crocs, there's different kinds of Crocs. I mean, mine, the one that you just slip on, is beautiful. You know why? I mean, when I was 19, I used to wear, it was fashion to wear a pair of not low heels, but heels, pointy heels, with the same color as your dress. And then it started showing that I was going to get a bunion. Do you say bunion?
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
No.
When I take my feet out of my shoes at 90, I want them to look like 19. And I immediately stopped wearing pointy shoes.
Pointy shoes, yep.
But there is a thing, looking like 19 and it's good, but it's not just the look, the pain that thing causes on your feet.
It's pushing
tremendous.
your toes in an unnatural position. And for women who
it
wore those shoes
your-
all the time, their toes got deformed, end up crossing over each other. And it has, when you get older, you have to have what they call a bunionectomy, where they actually go in and straighten out your bones and wire them with a wire they can remove later. We had soldiers, the same thing. They had ill-fitting shoes, and they ended up having to have bunionectomy. These are like 20-some-year-old men who've been wearing these ill-fitting shoes since boot camp. That was basically.
Did you have the surgery?
They have to have. No, I've never worn shoes like that. I refuse.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I love too much.
These guys don't want to say these shoes are hurting my feet. They're rubbing me raw. I'm getting calluses.
Oh,
until
wow.
they end up getting to the point where they either get an infection in their feet, or they call it foot rot, when they would get the fungus infection from training and stuff. And because their toes are all crowded like that, they can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And so they, in wet water, their socks are wet, and they end up getting what they call foot rot, and they have to come into physical therapy when I was stationed at Camp Lejeune.
Wow.
And they end up having to have a bunionectomy surgery to straighten their toes back out. And these guys are in so much pain, and they can't have any kind of covers or anything over their feet.
Yeah.
And because of that wire pushing out of their feet. And after about 4 weeks or so, they have to go and have another surgery to have the wire removed when their toes are healed enough. I was like, who in their right mind doesn't say these shoes hurt my feet? Why would you keep wearing shoes that got you in that kind of pain?
Because it looks beautiful, but I know it's just, I mean, you even get men wearing shoes that make their feet look like that. I just want to say, Miguel, my super pink Crocs, when I bought them, now hot pink Crocs, I bought them with a pair of hearts, a heart on each one that has a little flashlight inside, and the little heart has like rainbow pinks and oranges on it, and I didn't care that it looks like a 3-year-old. It was my size, so obviously the designers thought even people with my size feet can wear that, and I bought it because I was in love with it. So my nephew has been wearing Crocs for years.
People don't notice they wear the beautiful shoes and they don't notice what they are doing to the joint until it's too late. Just like cigarettes, you smoke until your lungs are black. So I'm not sure, but to me it looks so painful, and I can imagine.
My aunt had that surgery that Bonita was talking about, because And it was really painful because she did everything in, fashion and whatever. But she, it literally, she had to have this, and it corrected it. But, Granny D, member for 28 months of double crochet. Love you, bushels and pigs and hugs around the neck. Love you to my sweet Granny D. Thank you so much for all that love and support. I would rather spend more on my shoes than any other piece of clothing. If your feet aren't right, the best of your body isn't right, says Dawn. And Shannon says that bad shoes will cause so many issues. Early days in the military, you are issued your boots and they don't always fit well. It's a thing. Oh my word, really? I have one pair of those pointed shoes. I felt like I was walking on the ground while something was pinching my toes. They look great, but felt terrible. Who needs watch hours? Who needs watch hours? Cheryl will be running your playlist.
I think Bonnie got supposed to be just to
watch hours.
As something fancy, but we like so much that we use them all the time. Like for you, like people run a marathon on that basically.
Wow,
weekly. That is supposed just for a certain occasion when you're not walking or standing too much. Just like you go to the opera, you're sitting down, so you have your fancy shoes. You're not walking far away, but I'm not sure. But I gotta admit, there is something about high heels and beautiful shoes.
It looks beautiful if you can wear
it.
If you can wear
I'm
them.
not one of
It's
those.
not natural, but it's appealing.
Yes.
But I had men. I have men feet. I have wide feet, look like a duck. Like it's very wide. And I think it's because in Brazil we go barefoot for the longest time, as much as you want, and we go to the ocean. You don't wear anything, so our feet is much wider. So it does not look good on high heels. It look like my brothers. My brothers had very thin, delicate feet, and here I am with my brute kind of feet. And my brothers used to joke with me, "Oh, gorgeous! Look like a transvestite."
Oh no!
Look at the veins. So because of that, I always wore more ergonomic shoes. I'm the kind of person too. I will spend an arm and a leg on shoes. Arm and a leg on shoes.
Yep.
It has to be comfortable. It has to have proper support because, I need my feet to take me from point A to point B. Once you can't go to, imagine people that can't walk anymore because of problems.
If you can't be mobile anymore, life is difficult. Listen, let's just say here, KK, she says, I'm 49 subscribers away from our next milestone, which is 500. So if you want to go out, check her out, KK. I've typed in type OM Granny Square, and anybody wants to go check her out. See that if you press play on a video, at least watch 3 minutes, or let your laptop watch the 3 minutes. Give a like and so on, so that it's a good connection. It sticks,
Yes.
Otherwise, YouTube comes along and says, no, this is not. Crocs are better for my feet than Birkenstocks. I couldn't wear Birkenstocks, too flat for me, says Carla. Yay, Dinky Jen, member for 19 months, single crochet. Comfy shoes are so important now. I tell you, now that my age, I'm like, crochet. I will watch you today, says Cheryl. And D, socks are easy. Don't be scared. It's just knitting it around on small needles. Yes. And Bonnie got nuts and more. Can also do with some watch hours. There you go. And Cheryl, I need both subscribers and watch hours. Please let me know who else does. I'm always running my iPad on podcasts. Thank you, Shannon. So if you can check out the playlist. I do shout outs on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So Shannon, we can give you a shout out as well on the next thing that we do. And people can check you out. Clothes reminds me of when we wore jelly shoes when we were young. I remember those plastic shoes. I can tell you, plastic shoes.
Yes, on your feet.
Watch hours.
Jelly shoes. If they had like the little flowers and stuff, the decorations on them or the stripes, your feet would get tan, and when you take them off, they would have those tan lines.
That's
I
funny.
used to love those shoes.
Yes.
Oh, in Brazil we call Melissa. You know, that's the name of the shoes. So everybody used to go to school with a Melissa and them. Oh, it was so beautiful.
That was, and then the ones that we got back in the 70s, they were actually comfortable.
Yes,
they were actually very comfortable. They supported your arch, everything.
Why didn't you
they make now
that?
are flat. Just like there's no arch support in them or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Quality went
Bonnie,
down.
I can't believe. Bonnie says, when boss dropped wood cabinet on my foot, ended in wheelchair, 7 years, still better, with no shoe.
Good
wow.
word.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow.
Out there. Thanks, Bonnie. I just need to jump in and do it and find the best video tutorial for me. But you know, there's a lady that Linda always shouts out, Granny D, and that is the crazy sock lady. Her vanilla sock. Yes, so I will definitely start with that. And Linda has patterns out. Linda Simpson has patterns out now, so check that out. I'll help you with hours. Thank you for those who actually take the time to do it. I've been running. What I do is I put on my laptop. I can actually, I open 4 tabs and I run people, say, literally for 2 days. And then I put my phone in front of me here while I'm sitting here crocheting. And that's where I watch podcasts, even a movie. It was on my phone last night. My husband's lying on the bed there. He's waiting for this thing to finish, and load shedding will be at 10 p.m. And we were watching what? The Equalizer. Because, that's my favorite movie. And he says to me, is your phone playing that thing by itself now? I said, he's just, I said, no, it's not. It's just the next one, I always say it's Equalizer number 8, Equalizer number 9. Have you seen it? You want to see it again? And then last night I said to him, you don't understand. The Equalizer, the first one that Denzel was in, I mean, he's in all of them, but the first one, to me, that's a soundtrack. And the soundtrack says to my brain, it's Saturday afternoon. You've done everything you had to do. All the duties are done. Yes. There is nothing to worry about. You can legally sit and crochet and relax without someone bugging you. Now, isn't that wonderful that a soundtrack can take you there for an hour and a half, 90 minutes? Yeah. Now, that's what it does. I mean, I could even tell him before he's going to say, who are you? Says this Russian. He says, everybody wants to know, says Denzel. He says, oh, so it's you, he says. He says, what do you want? He says, the head of the snake. And he says,
I guess she's watched many times.
He says, he wants, and he says, what will you gain by my death? He says, quiet. Everything is not, of course, pause for effect. So just put the pauses in. I'm running out of time, so I'm rushing it. And he says, peace. And I said, look at his face, look at his face. And look at his face. He gets the shock because, hey, this top gangster doesn't, peace. Peace. It's expensive to buy, but I can purchase it for you. So I go to my husband, why does he say that? Buy and purchase, just synonyms in one sentence. No, man, he could have said it's expensive, I will purchase it for you. Or it's expensive, I will buy it for you. Not it's expensive to buy and I will purchase it for you. So I'm critical.
Yeah, because the price is very high.
Yes, but anyway, it's actually unattainable because, he's not going to trust anybody that you're not going to come after me. So I saw where those fashionistas.
I love it.
I can buy it for you or purchase it for you. Buy it, he could pay him off. Purchase it, he will hire someone to kill him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I missed it. And I've watched that movie. I think the 5th time I watched that movie is the first time I actually saw that second after he has had this multiple murder scene with his Russians, and he actually could sleep that night because in this movie his character suffers from insomnia. And I'm like, oh, Jessica, he's lying in the bed. It's the 5th time I've watched this movie. The first time I see this clip. But you see, many times I sit and I'm actually crocheting. So I look up, crochet. And I must have been looking up looking down 5 times. The first 5 times that second was there. So you can always miss something. Okay, guys, we're going to head out of here in, let me see, how many minutes? 6 minutes. I can't do high heels anymore. I don't miss them either. Bonnie got knits and more, also needs watch hours. KK, there you go. We'll give you a shout out as well. Anybody who wants a shout out, just email me. And it always helps me because I try and do my shout outs with a sentence about the person I'm shouting out. Because I actually go to your channel and see, because I don't want to, I'm not going to just say anything. I actually go there and see what is this channel about. So I can honestly say, go and check out Kelly. She has got a variety of content, but she does cater for the crochet community. So check out when she does that. And Everything I say is then true. Let me just say, Poppy says, my mother used to make shoes. So I had it ingrained in me. Oh, nice. Good shoes, good feet equals less issues when you're older. But I have issues with my feet from birth. She says, I'm for comfort now. Skechers and Crocs. Hey, lovely. Yes. Miranda, how odd. Crocs hurt my feet. Yes, I tell you, Miranda, Jessica too, she is not a fan of, well, Jessica's not a fan of flat shoes. She's like my mother. It has to be a wedge. Otherwise, the back of her leg hurts, hamstring or something. I'm not sure.
She has flat feet?
Yeah.
What? Does she have 5 feet?
No.
Flat.
What?
Flat.
What? It's got 2 feet.
Flat.
No, I don't know what a flat foot looks like, right? Okay, so arch foot to me
is not very high.
Your arch is very low. You can't shove a ruler under that foot. That's how they check in the military to see if you have enough of an arch. They should be able to shove a ruler past the ball of your foot, and it should slide easily through the middle and past.
I have super high arch.
Shove that ruler under my foot because I barely made it into the military with my feet.
So you cannot have flat feet in the military?
No, because you have too many.
They can't do it. They don't allow you
that support when you're running and stuff. You end up having more issues with your feet as far as the arch falling, getting strain in your feet.
I didn't know that.
You got more foot sitting on the ground, so to speak, so you end up with more calluses and pressure points.
So what if you have super high arch?
You can have just as many issues. If your arch is really high, then you can have trouble with your shoes and stuff like that. You don't fit right because your arch sits up so high. The less of the foot is in contact with the shoe. Yes. That's why when you used to go in when we were little, and they would actually check, the shoes. They had a shoe horn, check the fit and all that other stuff with the shoe when we were little. They don't do that anymore. You don't have shoe stores that do that anymore to make sure your shoes fitting correctly.
Yes.
If arches are too high.
But if they do, you have to pay a lot.
It had different types of shoes for a different type of feet. So if you had high arches, you had shoes that had higher sides, so that your arch is sitting up, but these sides conform to your feet, or they will make a custom insole for you to fit your feet.
Yeah, I didn't know because I noticed people with flat feet, they get pain when they wear Crocs.
Yes, we'll add them back.
Crocs have a big curving side, and that is what actually touched my arch, and nothing touched my arch because it's super high. So I was wondering if that's what causes people to have.
Gee.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, it's happened to many. That's where it goes. Literally, I've heard in the last 10 days of many people where you wake up to 10 less, you wake up, and Granny D woke up to like 40 down. Hey, in how the heck? How? But it's happened to me too. 10 down, 8 up. 6 down, 9 up. It's like yo-yo, and I'm like, I'm not even looking then. Yeah. Christine, hello everyone. I always took better care of my feet than my hands and everything. Listen, yes. Do you always watch the Equalizer on TV show? It really looks. I've never watched the one with Queen Latifah. What I do is, I can't wait because number 3 with Denzel is coming out in September. So hey.
She likes
when Denzel gives you that look through, like he looks up like that, kind of little side thing. I think, oh my gosh, I love because that look is like, pay attention. It goes right through your soul. I wish I could look like that at people. Like, you know how he does that.
Look,
come again.
The eyebrow.
Yes, I love that look. So not intimidating, but it's like goes, it's piercing. I love it. I think but he's an excellent
somebody with side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
Side eye. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I'm going to head on out of here and love and leave you. I hope you're going to have a wonderful Monday further. We're going to play out with the shout out to the Square Squad. Let me just get them. And I want to say thank you to all my guests that was here. Everybody that is in the chat that was here today. You never know where the chat will take you. We sit here with our projects and we talk about anything that we go through. And today it was makeup, 1980s or whatever. It goes with that. So thank you so much. Oh, Granny G was even here. So, okay. I'm going to go out with a shout out to the Square Squad. So do your waves, ladies. Do your waves. There you go. Bye-bye.